Good morning to everyone. Welcome to
Good
Yoga
morning, sir.
Protocol Mock Trial, a practical exam.
Good morning,
We
sir.
will start our session with the prayer. So I request everyone keep your microphone mute and note the reason, the questions which you are going to ask, and the questions which you are going to ask may be covered in my topics already. So hence, so please wait for the time. Okay. Time being, you need to wait your questions. If your questions are not clarified, then you are welcome to ask. And one more request. There are so many people are waiting. If any of you coming from the same family, please join with only one email ID. And I can see some of you are trying to make an attempt to join two email IDs with the different devices. So I sincerely request you, please join with only one device for the benefit of our other friends. For this program, we have got more than 300 registrations. Unfortunately, our platform, Zoom platform, can accommodate only 100 people. Okay, but after 10 minutes, we are not going to allow anyone if the number is not 100 also here. Okay, and it is also simultaneously streaming on the YouTube, and whoever can see on the screen of the Zoom, so you are there on the on the YouTube also. This is just for your information. So you are also visible on the YouTube platform. Whenever you are talking, whenever you are asking any question, that time if the speaker view is there, that only will come on the YouTube. Because you want to appear on the YouTube, please don't talk. Sincerely, if you are having the question, then only you ask the question. Okay, are you ready? Okay, good. So in between, if you are having anything, you can use the reactions below. So saying that clapping or highlighting, whatever you want. Okay, sometime. So I'm going to start with the prayer. And I also request all our friends, as usual, maybe they are attending the first time, except our co-hosts who are our volunteers. So I request everyone to keep your camera on. And as usual, like our previous classes, if your camera is off, our volunteers, without any intimation, they will remove you from the group. This is a common protocol which we are following for all our sessions, not only for this yoga training, in all our classes, because some of you are attending my other classes, so they know very better. So this is a final call for the participants who are not switched on their cameras. So in 4 minutes, if your cameras are not on, without any information, you will be into the out of the group. Okay. Yes, ready. Shuklam Baradaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yoga protocol exam, the practical session, how it is going to be, and what are the topics are going to be covered during the practical exam, and what kind of questions may come in the practical exam, what kind of questions. And one more thing, before I start, let me also tell you based on what background I am giving this session to you. I have been working with Quality Council of India, QCI. Basically, it was started as a yoga examination. I'm a qualified yoga examiner, trained qualified yoga examiner by QCI. And also, I'm a panel member as an examiner for the Yoga Certification Board, ICB. And I'm also working with our TQ set as well as Indian Yoga Association. So with these two organizations have been there as a examiner, not only the one organization, two organizations, Indian Yoga Association, being a life member of the Indian Yoga Association there. So I am also a part of the core committee for this one. And with this authority, with this experience, I am doing this session to you. And one more thing, please make a note. May not be the same all the time, this practical examination structure. So depending upon the YCB's instructions and the board who are conducting, the personal certification board who are conducting the exam, they are also having the freedom to change the structure. Okay. So what I am giving to you so far, how it was. And the one more thing, in the two different organizations, I have been observing with some other PRCBs also, where my friends are there. In all the PRCB, examination structure is slightly different. So slightly different. So now collecting the information from all the PRCBs, I have designed this program, not exclusively for the TQ set, not exclusively for the Indian Yoga Association, not exclusively for any other PRCB. So because as a freelancer, I am doing this program, so I felt it is better. So if I present the topic in general, I think that makes sense to you. If you use your common sense, definitely you will get everything from this practical examination to successfully complete your exam. Okay. Now, this examination, the practical examination, is divided into the different sections. One is the subject point of view. Subject point of view means whatever the syllabus which is there according to yoga protocol. So here there will be the topics are, one is a prayer. I will explain one by one afterwards. Just I am giving the bullet points. What are the topics which covers in any of the PRCB's practical examination? Okay. Number one is a prayer. Then comes the Sukshma Vyama and Sthula Vyama, and also Surya Namaskaras and Yogasanas, Pranayama, even preparatory breathing exercises also covered under the Pranayama. All the breathing exercises and as well as the Pranayama comes under only one heading as a Pranayama. Then comes among these yoga asanas, the previous topic, the asanas will be classified into the two. One is the tough asanas, one is the easy asanas. So that we will discuss when that particular topic comes. Then next comes a meditation, bandhas, mudras, and there is one more thing is there, a field experience and short questions. These short questions you may also consider as a Viva questions. Or Viva questions or short questions. These are the overall syllabus for the practical exam. Apart from this, you will be examined in a 3 ways. What are the 3 ways? Number 1, capability to demonstrate or ability to demonstration. Ability to the demonstration is a one angle. And the second angle, how much knowledge you are having on that particular topic. How much knowledge you are having that particular topic. Second angle. And the last and the third angle, how you can teach that particular topic. How you can teach that particular topic. Because this is a yoga protocol instructor level 1. So the depth of the knowledge, the depth of the how you are going to teach will not be emphasized that much deep. So, but you should know. But one thing, the demonstration ability and the subject, you have to have very clear understanding. Okay. Now, let me take the first topic. The first topic is the prayer. You should know the minimum things. What is prayer? What is the purpose of having the prayer? What is the prayer? What is the purpose of having the prayer? That means what are the benefits of the prayer? Okay. Now, which prayer I have to use? There is a question comes from you. Which prayer I have to use? So now for that, the prayer which you have to use is according to your practices. What prayer you are following, that is good enough. So you can go with the same prayer. Whatever the prayer you do, that you do for the in the class also, if it is asked. And most important thing is, you should able to tell the meaning of the prayer. Whatever the prayer you have chosen as a starting prayer, there is no compulsion that you have to choose only this prayer. No. Option is given to you. But whatever the prayer you know, whatever the prayer you are reciting, you should be knowing the meaning of the prayer. Is it clear for you? So you can choose Sahana Bhavatu, you can choose Sangachadvam Samvadatvam if you look at the yoga protocol syllabus. And I request everyone, please follow the yoga protocol syllabus with you. That is the main syllabus for you with some other additions. So in the yoga protocol, a beautiful prayer is given. Sangachadvam Samvadatvam Samvo Manansi Janatam. That if you know, it's okay. If you don't know, it's okay. So whatever prayer. And this prayer you should able to recite properly with the proper pronunciation. Otherwise, the pronunciation, if it is wrong, the meaning also going to be the wrong. So take care the pronunciation. Take care the pronunciation. Just 1 second. Someone is saying that they cannot see. I already pinned myself. I don't know. Okay. So the pronunciation is also a very important. Okay. Then meaning. And here you are need not to go much emphasis on how you are going to teach the this prayer. That is not, that will not be asked much. But anyway, you know the shloka, you can just give the things. That's okay. Then next comes the Shatkriyas. So under the Shatkriyas, everyone should remember all the 6 Kriyas. Everyone should remember all the 6 Kriyas names. I already told, someone is asking the question, can I use the Patanjali prayer? I already told, please listen very carefully. I told any prayer. Again, afterwards, don't get confirmation. Shall I use the Patanjali prayer or shall I use the my Ishta Devata prayer? Shall I use the simply this prayer? Up to you. Okay. So now in the Shat Kriyas, please remember all the 6 Kriyas names. So how to remember the 6 Kriyas names is the technique. Look at the Kapala, the forehead, which is called Kapala. So Kapalabhati. Then below the Kapala, if you see, you are having your own eyes. Trataka. So below the eyes, if you come to the nose, Neti. So below the Neti nose, if you come to your mouth, which is Dauti. So below the mouth, you come little down to the stomach, that is the Nauli. Then you go a little more down, that is called Basti. So simple way, otherwise many people will get confused. Oh, Trataka, Kapalabhati, Basti. Oh, one thing is missing, one thing is missing. What is that? What is that? Again you repeat. Again you will tell another 5. One more thing is missing. So all the time it happens because when the exam word comes in our mind, when this E enters, the other T activates. The other T is emotions activates. The moment when the emotions activates, even though we know everything, not only for you, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about myself. And if I am coming to as a student to attend the yoga protocol exam, if one of you are the examiner, same thing happens to me. Even though we are teaching, we think that we know everything, but when the right time comes, something happens. So this emotional disturbance, emotions takes place. Be careful, simple, blindly remember top. If you want, look at the examiner. And you tell, oh, Kapalabhati, Trataka, Niti, Dauti, Nauli, Basti. Among these things, you should be able to tell their benefits also. In a simple, not a depth. What is a Neti? In a general benefit. What is a Dauti? In general, what is the benefit? What is a Kapalabhati? What are the benefits? And also, please remember the limitations of those kriyas. Limitations means contraindications. Who are not supposed to do. Example, the Kapalabhati is there. Kapalabhati activates the brain cells. But the contraindication, the people who are having the hypertension is a contraindication. So like this, we should know the specific contraindications, not only for the kriyas, including for the asanas. So remember the 6 kriyas names, their benefits. 1-2 lines is enough to remember. You need not to go in depth, Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Geranda Samhita, let me by heart all the shlokas, all the meanings. Not at all necessary. This is a yoga protocol exam. Okay, simple and beautiful with a smiling face. If you give 2-3 words, that is more than sufficient. Then apart from this, you need to know little bit more among these 6 kriyas. On the 2 kriyas, you need to have a little bit more knowledge. One is Kapalabhati, capability to demonstrate. Ability to demonstrate the Kapalabhati. And ability to teach the Kapalabhati. Ability to demonstrate, ability to teach. I already covered the knowledge part. So remember 3 points all the time. Demonstration ability, knowledge and teaching. Kapalabhati requires the teaching ability also. How you are going to teach a student, how you are going to instruct a student to do Kapalabhati. So try to practice this also. Okay. Then next comes Neti. Neti also having the further divisions. Subdivisions also to be known. This is the extra in depth. Sutraneti, Jalaneti. These are the three subdivisions under the Neti. Please try to remember, because it is the online exam. I don't know whether your examiners are going to ask you to demonstrate or not, but otherwise in the practical exams, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes some of the PRCBs used to ask to perform the Jalaneti and Sutraneti, but it is a yoga protocol exam. I don't think so. So whatever may be the neti, how many netis you know, how many divisions you know, all those things you remember and you can do. Of course, netis are many types. Jala neti, sutra neti. If you take out the jala, if you pour the water, it is called the milk neti. I am not getting the Sanskrit word. And if you put the ghee, it is called grudaneti. So like that, different varieties of the netis are there. Jala means liquid. In a simple liquid neti, thread neti. So in the liquid, whatever the liquid you use, that is that particular name. If you use the jala, it is called jala neti. If you use something else neti. Okay, this is a common sense. Let us understand this common sense. And one more thing here. Under the jala neti, we use the water. What kind of water we use? What should be the temperature of the water, and what you add in that one, and why you add in that one. We add the salt in the water. How much salt one need to be added? So how much salt we have to add in the water? So the taste of the water should be the taste of the water which comes from our eyes when we are crying. That is in a simple manner. Okay, and lukewarm water. This is about the Shatkriyas. If you can able to do this prayer and the Shatkriyas straight away, 10 points will be credited in your account. Straight away, the 10 points credited in your account. Out of 140, the 10 points already credited to you. Then next comes the Sukshma Vyama. In the Sukshma Vyama, along with the Sthula Vyama also. Sukshma Vyama as well as Sthula Vyama. Just I will show what are there for you in the syllabus. And yogic, Sukshma Vyama and Sthula Vyama. Absolutely, this I copied and pasted from your yoga protocol syllabus. And if you want the pictures for this Sukshma Vyama, please go to yoga protocol document, which is available in the Yoga Certification Board, YCB. In the first mock trial also, I mentioned this one. So it is available. Just to go there, download the document, and if you follow that, it is more than sufficient. With the pictures and stages, everything very beautifully is given there. Okay, so you please go through that one. So what are the yogic Sukshma Vyama? Neck movements, which is also called Griva Shakti Vikasa. The neck movement, which is also called Griva Shakti Vikasa, 1, 2, 3, 4. In a 4 different manners it is given. So please refer the book. I am not going to teach you today. Remember, today's mock trial practical exam to educate you how the exam is going to be. I am not going to teach the any aspect here. Of course, I will clarify your doubts, but not the teaching part here. Then next comes the shoulder movement, which is also called Bhuja Bali Shakti Vikas or Purna Bhuja Shakti Vikas. And please try to remember the Sanskrit word with the English word useful. Okay. If you don't know the Sanskrit word properly, if you request the examiner, examiner can translate for you. That is a secondary, but impression will not be that good. Examiners will help you every time. The any examiner, whichever may be the PRCB, their whole intention will be that you are going to pass. They start the exam with an attitude that you are going to pass. So every time, every examiner will have the good impression on the student when you enter into the examination hall. Then slowly the impression may go down. Otherwise, impression is constantly equal on everyone. So try to remember, it will be useful. If you don't remember also, don't worry. Then next, the trunk movement, Kati Shakti Vikasa. Kati Shakti Vikasa. Then comes the knee movement. Then the knee movement. Then the ankle movement. Under the Stula, Sarvanga Pushti and Hrudgati, Injan Daud. These are the Sukshma and Stula Vyama, but covered under one heading, that is called Sukshma Vyama. And here also, you need to have the ability to demonstrate, and also having the knowledge about this Sukshma Vyayama, about these particular things. What kind of knowledge we need to have? Neck movements is good for what? How it is going to useful? Like in that manner, you need to have the knowledge. At the same time, who is the one developed this Sukshma Vyayama, and who popularized the Sukshma Vyayama? Then teaching ability. Sometimes very tricky way examiners will ask a question. Okay, now you are having a student. The student is very old, having this problem and that problem. How are you going to teach this Sukshma Vyayama? Now you have to prove your teaching ability. So these Sukshma Vyamas can be practiced in the standing, can be practiced in the sitting. So depending upon the student, you have to choose the option, whether standing or sitting or any other alternate. Okay, this is the one. Okay, one point I missed in the previous one about the netis. When it comes to the neti, I explained to you the Sutra Neti, Jalaneti. Also, you need to know the Dauti also. You need to know about the Dauti. So, Vamana Dauti, Danda Dauti, and Vastra Dauti. You don't require to demonstration skill of the Vastra Dauti and the Danda Dauti. But here, the skills of teaching ability, the skills of the knowledge will be tested. But most of the time, people will ask only about the Neti as per my observation, because it is a yoga protocol exam. Okay. Then comes, so once when you complete this Sukshma Vyayama, straight away 6 points will come in your account. You will get the 6 points in your account. And these points sometimes varies from the PRCB to PRCB. So let us not worry about the points, but just I am giving the extra information. But don't strict. Srinivas told these are 6 points, means only 6 points. No, it may be different also. Okay. Then next comes Surya Namaskaras. Definitely, my dear friends, Surya Namaskara is the one you should take this opportunity to score a maximum marks. Maximum means maximum marks you can score in the Surya Namaskar. Straight away question to the Surya Namaskaras. Here I would like to answer some of the general doubts which comes in your mind. Number one, which Surya Namaskara I should practice? The Surya Namaskara which we have learned during our sessions, that we have to show, or the Surya Namaskara which I already know from my childhood, shall I do that one? You are free to choose what kind of Surya Namaskara you want. Examiner will not specifically ask you, do this Surya Namaskara, do that Surya Namaskara. Absolutely no. Examiner will ask, perform the Surya Namaskara. And my dear friends, while performing this Surya Namaskara, see that your camera is kept properly, because it is online, and you are absolutely visible on the whole screen properly. When you are doing the Surya Namaskara, from the toes onwards, when you raise your hands and arch back, that picture also should be visible properly. So before the practical exam itself, adjust your camera, look at the place and proper light on you. There should be proper light and proper ventilation. Everything should be conducive. That also creates the impression on your practical exam. Have a nice mat. Keep the proper distance. Whenever you are demonstrating, you can go on the mat and do the demonstration. And whenever there are certain questions are asked to you, so that time you can come to closer to the camera of your laptop or mobile, whatever you are using, and you can give the answers. So that means keep the two provisions with you. One is a mat, other one is a chair. The chair should be aside. When you are coming to give the answers, now how we all are sitting, so like that you can sit and give the answers. And at the same time, if you are required to go back on the mat to the demonstration, go back to the mat. But don't disturb the camera in between. When I am sitting, I will move the direction of camera this side. So when I go there, I will change the direction of the other side. No. Once when you fixed the camera, your video or your laptop or mobile phone, whatever it may be, it has to be firm. Don't change the video settings or camera. You change yourself from coming to the mat or sitting in the chair, because it is not much distance. Maximum it may be 3 or 4 feet distance, not that much. 4 feet is nothing. And if your voice is loud enough, sitting on the yoga mat itself, you can give the answers. If your voice is loud enough, sometimes examiner may say, can you speak little loudly? Can you speak little loudly? I cannot hear you. So that time you come closer. So these are common sense things. Okay. Now come back to the again Surya Namaskaras. You choose any Surya Namaskara, whatever you want. But examiners knows different types of the Surya Namaskaras, because there are 3 examiners. It is a benefit of doubt. All the 3 examiner knows all the Surya Namaskaras, all the different types. May not be all the examiners are practicing this Surya Namaskaras, all the varieties, but knowledge point of view, they know, they can able to point out you if you are doing the mistake. Now here question number 1, which comes not from the examiners. I am giving the your questions now. Your questions. Shall we do the prayer or not? Up to you. There is no compulsion. But remember, if you do the prayer, you should able to explain the meaning if asked by the examiner. If asked by the examiner, you should able to give the meaning for that prayer. And we are having the mantras also. Like for every round of the Surya Namaskara, we are having the mantras. And some organization, for every step, they will have the mantras. You may ask the question, shall I use them or not? Up to you. Everything is up to you. If you want to perform with the mantras, you can do. But remember, if any questions asked by the examiner related to that mantras, you should be able to give the answer. I say, okay, I want to chant the mantra. Hiranmayena patrena satyasyapi hiram mukam Tattvam Pushan Apavrunu Satya Dharmaya Drushtaye. Excellent, you are performed. Then examiner will take a chance. Oh, my dear student, from where did you have taken this mantra, this prayer? What is the meaning of this prayer? If you give the answer, of course, your impression will be excellent. So 100 out of 100 you will get for that Surya Namaskaras. No doubt about it. But remember, look at your confidence level. Check your confidence, check your knowledge and go. And some of the questions people are asking frequently to me, shall I do with the left leg or shall I do with the right leg? Are yaar, up to you. You do whichever leg you want. That's what we are telling. How you are practicing. How you are practicing in your personal sadhana. And sometime when you are doing the different Surya Namaskaras, examiner will ask one question. There is a possibility. The possibility is from where you have learned this Surya Namaskaras. And suddenly you say, I have learned from the Shivananda Ashram. Definitely among the three examiners, there will be one examiner who is already practicing the Shivananda style of the Surya Namaskaras. That's it. And they will go with the questions you should know very clearly. Because sometimes what happens, when the many students are coming, everyone will say same organization, but they are doing the different styles. This is my experience. When I went to the examination one place, we asked them, where you have learned? They told some XYZ organization. Say example, Shivananda organization. Then next student comes, the next student performs the same Surya Namaskar in a different style. Examiner will ask, where you learned? I learned in the Shivananda ashram. Because the examiner told the previous student, very good. Oh, okay. I will also say same thing. Oh, maybe this examiner associated with the Shivananda organization. Let me also tell the same organization. Not good. From where you have learned, you need to know the source of it. At least, if you don't know the source of it, at least you should know your teacher from so and so organization. I have learned this one. So that is a good enough. Okay. So this is about the Surya Namaskaras. You should able to perform the Surya Namaskaras. Must and should. The must and should Surya Namaskaras should be able to perform. And someone is putting a question. Shall we avoid or chant the mantras? Up to you. Remember, I am just giving the information to you. The discrimination and decision has to taken by you. Remember, this is a practical exam. I cannot take any decision. I cannot give any of my choice over to you. I am giving the information. Use the discrimination. Take a decision. This is up to you. Definitely, if you chant the mantras and if you be able to explain, impression will be 100%. If you do some mistakes in the asanas also, maybe overcome that one. It's like a polishing kind of things. But this is up to you. So perform the Surya Namaskaras every day. Please practice the Surya Namaskaras till your practical exam is over, at least. Don't give up. I am telling you, if you can able to perform the Surya Namaskaras, it gives us so much points for you. It helps a lot for you. Please do practice the Surya Namaskaras at least till your practical exam. Compulsory question. Okay. Then next one, knowledge. What kind of knowledge is required in the Surya Namaskaras? Is the Surya Namaskaras or the asanas or the Surya Namaskaras or the exercise? Say, I am already telling again and again, this is up to you. Still, people are saying, shall I use the Bija Mantra or not? You need to use the common sense. And in the exam also, if you put this kind of things, what the teacher is asking, what you want to say something, you will lose the things. When I told about the prayer and the mantras is up to you, then what is the question again? Shall I use the Bija Mantra or not? Up to you. Practical exam is mainly based on our common sense. Remember, even though you don't know the any subject, I am telling you, I have seen. Even though you don't know the any subject, I have seen the people who passed the practical exam. I am telling you. I am the eyewitness, because they are having the excellent common sense, they are having the very good intelligence, they are having the very good discriminative power. They are not very good in the subject matters, but they passed in the practical exam. Common sense is the most important to get out this practical exam. It's a very easy practical exam. Sometimes this written exam may be difficult, but practical exam is so easy. Okay, then what is the Surya Namaskara? Surya Namaskara is a combination of the asanas and a combination of the pranayama. It is not the yoga. Surya Namaskaras are not the asanas, but Surya Namaskaras are the combination of the asanas. It is a matrix of the asanas. The couple of asanas together joined and connected from one asana to the other asana without going into the starting position to final position, from one position to other position, directly connected, like a matrix, like a wheel. How a wheel rotates, like that, from one asana to other asana you are going. So hence it is the combination of the asanas, and it also gives the effect of the pranayama, also gives the effect of the pranayama. And here, my dear friends, please make a note. Teacher, there may be a question. Oh, you are performing the Surya Namaskaras under this particular position, like a step number 3 or step number 4. Can you name what is that asana name? So you should be able to know the names of the asanas, which Surya Namaskaras you are practicing, how many steps are there, you should know, and each step, what is the asana name, which asana we have taken, that also we should know. And breathing pattern, suddenly a question comes, okay, from step number 4 to step number 5, when you are moving, what is your breathing pattern? Of course, immediately you need not give the answer. The moment you can mentally visualize. Okay, the first number, I am doing this one, like that. You can take a couple of seconds and you can give the answer. Don't jump when the examiner asks any question. You need not to jump. Take couple of seconds and visualize yourself the Surya Namaskar mentally. I am doing, oh, this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Then you can give the answer. Then that makes the more effective, because you are going to give the correct answer. Okay, so remember the name of the asana with its step, and while moving from one asana to the other asana, what is your breathing pattern, that you have to remember. And sometimes there will be a one particular posture where you may hold the breath also, that also you should know. Okay, in simple, try to remember all the steps with the breathing system. Then comes the last one about the teaching skill, which is also very, very important. You should able to give the instructions. So how can I practice? I will tell you a simple technique which during our training programs we used to tell our students. Just imagine that you are giving a instruction to a blind person. Why I am telling this one? Most of the time when we are giving the instruction, we do, okay, bend like this, bend like that, take your leg like this, take your hand like that. So like this, like that cannot be seen by a person who is visually challenged. Can you getting my point? So there's a blind person, one who cannot see. When you say do like this, how can he knows that when you are doing and you are telling do like this? He cannot do. So a person who is not able to see has to be trained only with your instructions. not even going and touching that person and bending. So practice how to give the instruction to a person who don't know the Surya Namaskaras at all, and without showing your demonstration, throw your instructions. Now I am telling, in generally first we will give the demonstration in our classes, then only we will teach. But for your practice point of view, I am telling. So if you are having your family members, request your family members to give some time to you and try to give the instructions and ask them to simply follow the instructions. I will tell one of the joke here. Sometimes you want to tell the participant to bend forward. So instead of the bending forward, what we say? Come forward. So we used to act like a students for them. The moment when say come forward, we used to walk 3-4 steps forward. So it is not coming forward is different, bending forward is different. Okay, so that should be very, very clear to you. Instruction should be very clear. Please remember, Surya Namaskaras is going to help you to get at least 30 points. At least 30 points, remember. So 30 points is not a joke. Then next comes the asanas part. And these asanas, sorry. Asanas are divided into 3 segments here for just your exam point of view, any PRCB. What are those 3 segments? The segment number 1, the tough asana. Tough asana means, of course, there may be one asana which may be easy for me, which may be tough for you. And there may be one asana. If you ask me Shirshasana is the easiest asana for me, my own personal practice. But if you ask me to do Padahastasana, it's very difficult for me because I am having small Madhya Pradesh here. So for me, if you ask me to do the Paschimottanasana and Padahastasana, it is difficult. You ask me the Shirshasana, the moment when you finish the word, I will be in Shirshasana. But if you look at the common point of view, Shirshasana is a difficult asana, Padahastasana is the easiest asana. So don't go what is easy for you, but you go among the asanas which are available in your syllabus, what looks difficult. That is the idea. For example, like Ardha Matsyendrasana, like Paschimottanasana, these kind of things may be considered the difficult asanas. So for that, you need not worry. Examiner will choose the asana for you. Examiner will choose the asana for you from your syllabus asanas. It's not that whatever the asanas you know is not important here. What are the asanas given in the syllabus is the important. So among the asanas which are available in your syllabus, I hope you all know your syllabus. If you don't know the syllabus, please look at the screen. These are the asanas given according to yoga protocol exam. Number 1, Tadasana, Vrikshasana, Ardha Chakrasana, Padahastasana, Kati Chakrasana, Trikonasana, Dandasana, Sukhasana, Padmasana, Vajrasana, Bhadrasana, Mandukasana, Ustrasana, Shashankasana, Uttana Mandukasana, Paschimottanasana, Purvottanasana, Vakrasana, Gomukasana, Bhujangasana, Shalabhasana, Makarasana, Pavanamuktasana, Uttanapadasana, Ardha Halasana, Setu Bandhasana, Viparita Karani, Sarala Matsyasana, Shavasana. These are your syllabus asanas. So among these, examiner will ask 3 asanas. From these, you will be examined in the 3 asanas. So this is there in the yoga protocol syllabus, which is also available on the Yoga Certification Board website. Just you can go to the website, download the yoga protocol syllabus, as well as common minimum protocol for the International Day of Yoga. So these two helps a lot for your practical exams. And as I mentioned, you need to have the demonstration ability of this all the asanas. You need to have the demonstration ability. By chance, if you are not able to do any particular asana which is asked by the examiner, without any hesitation means, don't try, okay, examiner asked me this asana, but I don't remember how this asana looks, and the examiner will ask you to do the mandukasana, and you are trying to do some bhadrasana because you don't know what is the mandukasana, and you are trying to do something whatever comes in your mind without the confidence, without the clarity, you will lose the marks. So what you need to do, if you are not confident enough, the asana which is examiner asking and what comes in your mind, the picture of that asana, if you are not confident enough, without any hesitation, request the examiner, sir or ma'am, can you please change this asana for me? Can you please change this asana for me? It is a request. So what happens when you request, instead of the 10 points, you will get the 9 points when you do 100% perfect. Because you have requested the choice, the changing the asana. So examiner consider your appeal and change the asana. Even though you do 100% perfect, not necessary examiner can give the 100% marks. He may deduct like a 1 point kind of thing. Some points, not much, out of the 10, examiner may take out the 1 point. Not necessary that all the examiners should deduct the 1 point. It depends. Depending upon the 3 examiners, it's not that one examiner will take the decision. No, all the 3 examiners should take the decision together. So depending upon all the 3 examinations, the situation, the mood, and your performance, and many other factors will be considered. But what I want to say, don't hesitate to request the one more asana if you are not confident. Otherwise, you are going to lose all the 10 points. So instead of losing the 10 points, let us lose 1 or 2 points. And in one of the asana, among all these things, and I told examiner will choose the 3 asanas. Among the 3 asanas, examiner will ask you to teach one of the asana, instruct one of the asana. Among the 3 asanas, whatever the examiner chosen, among those 3, you need to teach one asana. So also please learn how to give the instructions for these asanas. How to give the instructions for the asanas. What is the starting position of the asanas? Remember, all these asanas are classified into the 4 groups in general. One is standing asanas, one is a sitting asanas, one is a prone asanas, the other one is a supine asanas. So among these 4 categories of the asanas, please remember what is the starting position, what is the relaxation in that particular category. Example, standing, if you take, what is the starting position of the asana in all the standing asanas? So standing straight, keeping the legs together, hands down, face relaxed. This is a starting position for any standing asanas. And what is the relaxation in the standing asanas? keeping the legs slightly apart, keeping your hands very relaxedly, and deep inhalation, slow exhalation. These are relaxation pose. So Tadasana, Shitila Tadasana, and Dhandasana, Shitila Dhandasana. Like this, we should know, whether you know the names or don't know the names will not get effect. But the starting position and relaxation position should be known. That is the one. The second one. Here, asanas, the different schools, they will perform the different styles. Some of the schools perform the asanas with the counts. If you look at I can compare here two famous schools. The two famous schools which I am having the exposure, one is Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhana Samstha, Vivekananda Kendra. The second one is the Shivananda Ashram. These are the two schools where I am having the exposure. If you go to the Vivekananda Kendra, the counts are given 1, 2, 3, 4. And they will divide all the counts, how many counts are required from starting position to the final position. For example, it is a 4 counts. Then from the final position, come back to the sthiti, starting position, another 4 counts. Then they say this asana is having the 8 counts. This is one style of giving the instructions. The second style in the Shivananda organization, they don't follow the count system. Even though while teaching they will give the counts, but while practicing the class, completely instructions. Just to throw instructions, they make you to do the final posture. They take you to the final posture and throw only the instruction. From the final position, they will take back you to the relaxation. So no counts are involved except while introducing the asana. Okay. So now here, when you are going to instruct, definitely don't use the counts. How you can use the counts without that student is a new to you and you are introducing the asana first time to him. So when you say 1, 2, 3, 4, what he will do? He will also chant 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you need to do, if you want to use the counts, you can use the counts. Along with the counts, you also take the instructions. Along with the counts, you need to give the instructions. That is the teaching ability. Teaching properly. Then, and you can also tell one thing in easy way. So whenever you are going to teach you are requested to teach the asana, you tell, okay, generally in my practice, in our school, in our system, so before teaching the asana, we will do the demonstration. So first I will demonstrate the asana. Then second step, while demonstrating the asana, I will give the instructions. Then third step, I will make the student to practice as per my instructions. That makes little more sense. That also makes that looks, oh, you are following a proper method to impart the knowledge to the student. That is wonderful. So remember this kind of things. And knowledge part. What is the knowledge part? Common thing. You should know what are the benefits of that particular asana. And Lavanya R, please don't do anything on the screen. Okay, concentrate on listening. Just to give me a second, I will disable the annotations for others. Okay. So the knowledge part, you need to know what are the benefits of that particular asana and what are the contraindications of that particular asana. And contraindications is a term, means who are not supposed to do that asana. And some people also use the different word. What are the limitations of that asana? What are the limitations? Or what are the contraindications? Or who are not supposed to do that particular asana? Here, there comes certain common handy things. What are the handy things? One who is recently undergone the surgeries should not practice, and one who are having this problem should not practice. These are common. And if you repeat the same answer for all the 3 asanas, the impression on you will be not much. because that indicates you don't know anything, because you are going with only the 2-3 common limitations which everyone has to consider those limitations, and you tell. Because we used to see when the examiner asks the question, when the student don't know anything, he say those who are undergone the recent surgery should not practice, those who are having this problem should not practice, those during the pregnancy should not practice. This is the things people give the general answers. Pregnancy and surgeries, this is the common. Yeah, that everyone knows. What is your specialty of as an instructor for that particular asana? So hence, for all the asanas, please make a note, at least one minimum limitation, the contraindication who should not practice. The limitation, it should be the contraindication, it should be. Please make a note and remember at least one. Then once when you say one point, the point, then afterwards use your common sense and you tell some more. For example, forward bending asanas are there. After telling the point, you tell those who are having the lower back pain should not bend forward, because the forward bending asanas are not good for the people, those who are having the lower back pain. But this is not the contraindication. This is the general indication for any forward bending. So use these things as a extra source, but one contraindication you need to know. Then next comes, among this asana, sometimes there may be a question, what is the meaning of this particular asana? There is a possibility. What is the, because all the names are given in the Sanskrit here, so there is a possibility to ask you what is the meaning of this particular asana and why this name came to this particular asana. Generally, these are the questions for the level 3, not for the level 1, but safe side, if you can able to make a note of it, is a wonderful. Even though if you don't know, you need not worry too much. This is the extra information for you. And one is a tough asana, which examiner will choose for you. The other one is a easy asana. Easy asana also examiner will choose for you. That depends upon the examiner. What is easy, what is a tough, not depending on you. Sometimes looking at you also, they may ask, if you are coming with a so heavy personality, and they may ask you to do the Padahasasana, that is difficult for you. People like me, if I am going as a student, they will ask, do the Padahastasana. They think it is difficult for me. So that is up to them. And there is one more asana, third asana, which is the choice asana. Which is a choice asana, choice for the student. But not necessary that all examiners should give the choice to you. Sometimes the examiner themselves can take the choice. That is up to them. But there is a, so far as per my observation with the different PRCBs, most of them and most of the times, they are allowing the student to choose one asana. So that time, either you can choose from the asanas as per the syllabus, or if you want, you can go open. Open means out of the syllabus also, any other asana if you want, you can choose. But remember, my dear friends, one important point comes here. When the choice is given to you, when you are taking a choice by yourself, you should be very, very clear about that particular asana. What are the limitations? What are the benefits? And everything you should know. You should know everything about it. Everything means what is the name of that asana? Why that name that asana? And what are the limitations of that asana? What are the benefits of that asana? And what are the complementaries of that asana? And complementary also one of the topic, please make a note. For every asana, there is some complementary asana. Not this is not a traditional system. The traditional of Hatha Yoga Pradipka, if you look at, there is no complementary. But as we are developing along with the science, the asanas yoga also is developing. So since a few decades, maybe nearly 10 decades onwards, this complementary concept also is introduced in the practice of the asanas for the best result. Complementary means, I will give the one example. If I am doing the forward bending, so the complementary to the forward bending is the backward bending. If I am doing the Padahastasana, so Ardha Chakrasana is going to be the complementary asana. Now, when you are doing the Sarvangasana, just for example, what is the complementary to the Sarvangasana? This Sarvangasana, you are lifting the body up.
Malsyasana.
So Matsyasana. So what could be the reason for the Matsyasana as a complementary? When we choose the any asana as a complementary, you are free to choose the complementary, but it should make sense. Now, one of our friend, I don't know, someone told it is a Matsyasana. Very good. That is a correct answer. But why Matsyasana is a complementary to the Sarvangasana? Here, in the Sarvangasana, when you are in the final position of the Sarvangasana, the chin is touching to the chest. Here is a thyroid gland, here in the neck, it is a compressing. So whereas in the Matsyasana, you are taking the chin away from the chest. So hence, it is the complementary. So please remember, whenever you say any particular asana is a complementary to this particular asana, what could be the reason for you to say this is a complementary? With the common sense, we have to give the answer there. Just a common sense, nothing else. If you are trying to dig into that one, according to the traditional textbooks, there is no complementary, nothing. Every asana is an independent asana. So these are the latest developments. We need to use the common sense. There are some asanas which are having the self-complementary, self-complementary asanas. What are the self-complementary asanas? Ardha Kati Chakrasana. If you are doing from one side, then afterwards you do from the other side. That is self-complementary. And Trikonasana is like a self-complementary asana. You do from one side, then again you do the other side. These are the self-complementary asanas. So I will summarize this asanas point. Asanas, all the syllabus asanas, please try to remember the name and the final pose, the final position of the asana, how it looks. So once when you know how it looks, so you can use your common sense to reach that final posture. Okay, so please download the common minimum yoga protocol from the Ministry of Ayush Yoga Certification Board website. And all the asanas may not be there because the syllabus is developed afterwards. If any of the asanas are missing, somehow you approach your teachers or somewhere, get the source, get the pictures. If you are really interested, if you can spend some time, you can do a project work. You know what is a project work? As our children are doing nowadays, so many projects work. So for you, is a project work is take a white papers, A4 size white papers, and write the asana name and get the picture of that particular asana and put a paste of that asana. So all the asanas you write and put their pictures. If you want, take your own pictures with your own selfie, your mobile. When you are doing the asana, let your child or someone can do your picture. Then afterwards, take a printout, nicely keep that one. So it is a project work for you, so that if it is your picture, you feel so happy to look at again and again and again. If it is someone picture, you may not be interested to see. So keep your picture so that in the exam, this picture comes immediately in your mind. If not your picture, take your family members or your friends, up to you. There are many things I should not tell you, that is up to you. But do it. So when you do it, it is a good for you. The project work. This also project work is going to be useful to you, where I will tell, as when I am progressing, I will tell you. So with this, the asanas part, around 50 points are in your account. Just with the asanas, 50 points. With the Surya Namaskaras, around nearly 30 points. With the asanas, around the 50 points. I am not giving exactly figures. An average based on the different PRCBs, I am giving these points. I already mentioned it may change. It may change. So 80 points straight away with the Surya Namaskaras and asanas. What else we want here? So at least you can request our Panindra sir. So to teach you once again asanas, you request. Previously you are teaching me because I never paid the attention. I don't thought this much is important. Now I understood the importance of this all the asanas. Can you please teach us once again this asana session at least this 1 week? So all of you can request him. So he may consider, he may not consider. I don't know. And Panindraji is here. Depending upon your request, he may give chance because he is so kind, open-hearted. He may give a special class also for you. So request him, try to learn all these asanas and keep. Or do you take the picture of the Panindraji when he is doing the asana and paste it for you? So my yoga asana guru is our Panindraji. I can look at the picture at least till your exam. Huh? So don't give up, my dear friends. 80 points straight away comes in your account. Even though you are not able to perform any other things that much effectively, still you can able to get on. Still you can able to get on. Because if anyone fail in the practical exam, they will not get the second choice. Only the second choice will be there with full fees. But if you fail in the written exam, you will get one more choice for the written exam. Your practical marks of as it is will be retained. Is it clear? You are in the two exams, written and practical. If you fail the practical, you are failed totally. But if you fail in the written, but you passed in the practicals, still the practical exam marks will be with you for one chance. Only one chance according to the Yoga Certification Board norms. So far, whatever I am telling you, remember, this applies only up to the 22nd November 2020, 9:45 a.m. After 15 minutes, something change also, I am not responsible. I am telling you. That's why we should be very, very careful to teach you. Otherwise, I know some of the students, they do the blunder in the exam. They blame the teachers. It is my experience. Srinivas told, it's why we told like this. Srinivas also told to use the common sense, but we don't use the common sense. So it's why it is also recording. It is also live. It's why I'm telling. Whatever I am saying, as per my observation so far, that applicable only 22nd November 2020 up to 9:45 a.m. If 10 a.m. also something changes, I don't know. So remember asanas and Surya Namaskar straight away, 80 points in your account. Let us go to the next section, Pranayama. And in the Pranayama also, you need to go with the demonstration ability and the teaching ability and the knowledge. Let us see what are the in the syllabus for our pranayama. These are the syllabus pranayama. This is also I am just copying and pasting here from the yoga protocol syllabus. I have not typed anything. Okay. Preparatory breathing practices. The sectional breathing, which is called abdominal, thoracic, and clavicular, and this can be asked separately or together. Separately means sectional breathing, only abdominal breathing, independent. Thoracic breathing can be independent. A clavicular breathing can be independent. And when you practice all the three together, it is called yogic deep breathing. When you practice all the three together, it is called yogic deep breathing. Compulsory question. I'm telling you, compulsory questions. And also in the pranayama, Puraka, Rechaka, Kumbhaka. What is a Puraka? Inhalation, Rechaka, exhalation, and Kumbhaka. What is a Kumbhaka? The stoppage of the breath is called Kumbhaka. And this is not there for you as a demonstration, only from knowledge point of view. Concept of the Kumbhaka only from the knowledge point of view, not for the demonstration point of view, not from the practice point of view. Okay. Then Anuloma Viloma oblique Nadi Shodhana. This inhaling through the left nostril, exhaling through the right, again inhale through right, exhale through left. This is called Anuloma Viloma. Also, it can be called Nadi Shodhana. And you need to know a little bit common sense here, why it is called Anuloma Viloma, why it is called Nadi Shodhana. It is called Anuloma Viloma because Anuloma means inhalation, Viloma means exhalation. In the pranayama, practice deliberately. Otherwise, teacher will ask, otherwise, are you not inhaling and exhaling? Now, are you not inhaling? Are you not exhaling? No, 24 hours by 7, we are inhaling and exhaling. But in the practice, deliberately I am doing. Deliberately, I am inhaling with awareness. Deliberately, I am exhaling with awareness. So hence it is an Anuloma Viloma. Same principles, the deliberate awareness will be continued, and it is called Nadi Shodhana because this practice useful for the all the nadis. The purification of the nadis takes place. Nadi means not our nerves, not for our English terminology, nerves, what you can see. No, these are astral nadis. These are the astral nadis. Hence, it is called Nadi Shodhana. And there is one more name also is there, Nadi Shuddhi. Anuloma Viloma, Nadi Shodhana, Nadi Shuddhi. Three indicate the same practice, but if you go to the advanced level, there is something difference is there in these three pranayamas. When you go to the advanced level, there are certain changes or differences are there. So I am not going to tell you anything now because our focus is yoga protocol examination. Then next comes the Shitali Pranayama without Kumbhaka. Then a Brahmari Pranayama. How to do this Shitali Pranayama, Brahmari Pranayama? Again, you have to request Paninder sir. So he will help you. And for the information, the step by step, go to the yoga protocol document with along with the pictures. A beautiful explanation is given for this particular pranayamas. Okay. So now with this pranayama practice, straight away you will get around 10 points. Around 10 points more or less. 10 points in your account. Then next comes Bandhas and Mudras. What are the Bandhas and what are the Mudras are there? According to your syllabus, these are the three Bandhas. These Bandhas, you need to have the knowledge. Bandhas, you need to have the knowledge. Able to explain all the Bandhas. Able to explain all the Bandhas. Definitely no one is going to ask you to show the Mula Bandha. And Uddiyana Bandha also no one will ask you here. So don't worry. They may ask by chance what is the Jalandhara Bandha. But it is just for your understanding, knowledge point of view is given. But whereas the Mudras, you need to have the ability to demonstrate, ability of the knowledge to explain what is that mudra, why is that mudra, what are the benefits of that mudras. Then teaching ability. The teaching ability also you should have. These are the mudras. Hasta mudras. Hasta mudras means the mudras which are used with your hands are called hasta mudras. So Chin Mudra, Chinmaya Mudra, Brahma Mudra, Adi Mudra, Jnana Mudra, Dhyana Mudra, and Nasika Mudra. Nasika means nose, Dhyana means meditation, Jnana means knowledge, Adi is the beginning, one of the mudra when you keep, not this one. This is called Adi Mudra, keeping the thumb inside, make a fist. I think it is better. Parinder sir will help you to learn, and if you can see a picture also on the yoga certification board. Okay, so these mudras, how they are going to affect, what are the benefits? If you know this one, straight away 5 points come to in your account. Straight away, whatever I am telling, around 5 points. Afterwards, when your grand total, the correct figure will not come to you, because I am not giving specifically around. So these are 5 points. Then next comes about the meditation. The meditation is there. A meditation, a beautiful, simple steps are given in the yoga protocol document. Very beautiful, a simple steps. It was very nice. For a beginner, that is more than sufficient. I can also show you. I don't know whether okay. I can show the document is with me, yoga protocol document. I will show, just give a second. So this is a common yoga protocol syllabus. See, dhyana is a topic under yoga protocol. Dhyana or meditation is an act of continuous contemplation. I am not going to give any of my commentary, just I am going to show from here, because that is a minimum thing is good enough for you. And if you have learned other things, that is also good. So sit in any comfortable posture, keep your spine comfortably erect, adapt the Jnana Mudra or Dhyana Mudra. Remember, Jnana Mudra or Dhyana Mudra. This is called Dhyana Mudra. Look at the picture. Okay. And touch the tip of the thumb to the, and how to do this one in the Dhyana Mudra, that is given. Then next comes, keep your palms facing upward. Instructions, all these instructions, if you can give, that is a good enough. And the note for the beginners, and what are the benefits, few points. I think that's it. This try to please just to go there and you learn, then afterwards you can make your own way to give the instructions. Okay, this comes under the meditation. So with this meditation part, again around 10 points in your account. Able to do the meditation. Sometimes the teachers may ask you, can you do the meditation? How the teacher can guess you whether you're doing meditation or thinking something else? No one can guess. But still, as for a formality, teacher may ask, can you do the meditation? That time just to close your eyes and keep the body properly, like with the proper mudras, and think in your mind what else is going to ask, when my exam is going to complete. Because you can, examiner cannot read your mind, so that is up to you. But at least act that you are doing the meditation. What else we can do there? Because during the examination, when the teacher is asking you to do the meditation, how we can do? Yeah, can we do? I don't know about you, but I cannot do. If I am in an examination hall, if the teacher asks, can you do that? I am going to test for your meditation. Can you do? Only my mind goes, what is observing me? How is going to give the marks to me? I am going to pass my exam or not? What is the answer I given to the previous question? These only thoughts comes. I am telling practically, I cannot do the meditation if I am giving the examination. But still, act as if I am the Gautama Buddha. Fake it and make it and gain the marks, nothing else. And here under the meditation, sometimes examiner may ask to perform the meditation and he may ask some question, he or she. What kind of questions may ask? What is the uh, what are the pratyahara? Can you explain what is pratyahara? What is the dharana? What is the dhyana? What is japa? What is the mantra? And what is the role of the prayer for the meditation? So it can be any kind of things may be asked here. Already I covered the prayer topic in the beginning itself. So that also can be covered here. That also depending upon the situation. So please remember certain short questions related to your practical exam. What is the definition of meditation according to the Patanjali? And how you are going to give the instructions for the meditation to the beginners. And sometimes examiners try to make a twist here. The twist is, instead of asking straight away how you are going to teach the meditation, they will ask, how are you going to teach the meditation to the sports people? How are you going to teach the meditation to the corporate people? Whatever may be the extra words are added there to just make you to think a little bit more, nothing else. But you use thinking ability and you give the same answers. In between you bring the sports or the corporate, whatever the question is there. Meditation is a meditation. Steps are steps, whether you are a sports person or whether you are a corporate person. But in between, use the common sense. Okay, when I'm going to teach the meditation to the corporate employees, because I know the corporate people are having the more stress and all these things, so I will prepare them to do this one. Then afterwards, you tell this is a good for the corporate people because they are having the stress and all these things. Use the common sense. If it is for the sports, you can tell the sports people are always thinking of the high goals or something. Use the common sense story, but that story should not be more than the importance of the meditation. Then you will lose all the marks. This extra points like a salt in our dish. Of course, salt itself gives the taste of the dish, but it does not mean that I will put the more salt. We need to have the limitation to the salt, how much we need to take, only that much. If it is a too much, the sabji, the vegetable, whatever you are prepared, we have to throw outside. So similarly, examiner will throw you outside. So how much salt, how much the fun, how much the extra things we have to take, only that much you take. Make the session alive so that you will be getting the full points, full marks. Then comes one more point. As I mentioned in the beginning, based on the different PRCBs, I designed this program. One is called field experience. The field experience, some of the students, they will have the field experience that I am already practicing, I am already training the some of the people. So they will have some a certificate that whomsoever it may concern, this person is giving the instructions to us, this person is helping us, teaching us since a couple of weeks or a couple of days. We felt his instructions, something like appreciation. But definitely for our group, those who are appearing, most of them will not have this field experience. Still, you need not to bother about it. So that time, in the place of a field experience, examiner will ask one or two extra questions related to the practicals only. Related to the practicals, some one or two some extra questions will be asked to you. So once when you give the answer to those extra questions, then it will be considered. And you don't ask because in our demo class we came to know from Srinivas that there is a field experience is there. Why our examiner is not asking about my field experience? I got so many certificates, I want to show, I want to show. Don't ask. If the examiner is not asking you, means he is having in his mind something else to do some favor to you. That's it. So you don't poke the examiners during the exam, practical exam. Remember, my dear friends, the whole exam, practical exam goes how you are going to start the class, depending on you. Examiner, other than these, the topics, he or she will not have anything in the mind. And also, please remember, examiner means don't think that they knows everything. Examiners also like us, you and me. Because the only difference between the examiner and examinee is examiner can have the access to look at the books while doing the exam. Examinee don't have the access to look at the books. That's it. Nothing else. And examiner can ask the another two examiners are there along with him or she. There will be three examiners. They can discuss. Is he saying is right? Is he saying right? Correct? So that helping hand is there. As an examinee, for you, you don't have any helping hand. That is the only difference. Most of the time, you are the more knowledgeable than the examiner. But still, whatever the examiner asks, that only you give the answer. Don't try to take the practical exam as your talent show. Some of the people I have seen, when the examination is there, they come for the yoga protocol exam and some question asked by the teacher, like a Patanjali, what is a dhyana? That's it. This fellow knows so many things. Now he goes the commentary on the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, what Vyasa commentary said, what the Bhoja commentary said, giving the left, right, everything is good, but not necessary. Everything is good, but not necessary. So remember, to the point, try to give the answer. You are appearing the yoga protocol exam, and always reserve your knowledge with you. When the examiner asks one question extra, just bring all your knowledge out, the treasure, like a astra shastra, keep it with you, but don't use. Keep all the equipments with you, astras and shastras, but don't use. If required, ready to use. Okay, is it clear? Now I am going to give a 10 minutes break. So after the 10 minutes, we are in the practical exam. So I am having the 3 volunteers with whom I already interacted with them. So don't ask me now, sir, I also want to give. That is a no choice. We are having already have taken the 3 volunteers as a practical exam point of view. So after 10, not the 10, after 15 minutes break, so we will be doing the practical exam. Absolutely, it is going to be the practical exam. All others are just simply witnessing. In between, don't unmute your microphone and don't tell anything. Okay. And after the 3 demonstrators completes the practical exam, I will open the forum for the questions. And please, when I open the forum for the questions, before asking the question, you think and ask me. Don't ask the doubts to me. Ask only the questions to me. You should know what is the doubt, what is the question. The doubt is what comes in my mind, I will throw out from my mouth. That is the doubt. The question is what comes in my mind, let me think about it, then make a question and present. That is the question. I entertain all the questions. I don't entertain any of the doubts. Think and ask. I will be happy to help you. So before the break, a small commercial. It is not a commercial. See, we are having a trust called Arsha Samskruti. Through this Arsha Samskruti trust, we are working on for the next generation. Next generation means the people not yet come into the world. With the back Shastra and science combination. Shastra means our scriptures. We are having certain Upanishad, Garbha is there, some Bruhadaranyaka Upanishad is there, and different Puranas are there, like a Bhagavata Purana, a life of the Prahalada, whose parents are the demon, but Prahalada is become a virtuous child. How it is possible? And Abhimanyu, when he was in the mother's womb, how he knows the or enter into the Padma Vyuha. Like Madalasa is there. There are so many evidences in our scriptures are there. That is the one. Then next comes the Shastra, science. The latest science, latest the scans, ultrasound scannings, and epigenetics is the one of the topic. The currently discussion going on. There's so much research work is going on this topic, which is called epigenetics. We know about the genes. The genes also can be changed through the epigenetics. Because when you go to a doctor, parents will ask, oh, did your father is having this problem? Did your mother is having this problem? Is your how many generations? That is called genes. It is genetics. But through epigenetics, the system can be reversed. So on this project, since last 4 years, we are working on. My Mrs. She is Kumuda. She is very active on this program. So in this program, for the pregnant, we encourage the pregnant women to attend these sessions. There will be monthly 4 sessions will be there. Saturday, Sunday, and there we will educate the mother, would be mother, how the emotions of the mother will impact on the baby in the womb. And if you want to have the wonderful child, like a smart kid, intelligent child, it's not that after taking the birth, you create the preparation starts in the mother's womb itself. The mother's womb is the first university of the child. Once the chip comes out, you cannot create any more software. You can only develop the software. You can only update the software. Remember, if the software is not there, appropriate software, like in your motherboard, when you are creating, if it is not their appropriate thing, afterwards the latest technology came, I want to install, then it says your motherboard won't support because it is not given. So in that chip itself, you need to create a proper software, so that software can accommodate any program to install. The programming installation may takes place after the birth when the chip comes out, but before the child comes out, the software programming has to be designed. So this designing the software we are working on through our sessions, which is called Sugarbha, and we don't charge any fees for these sessions. All the mothers are welcome to join and learn. We are having so many testimonials because some of the doctors are attending our programs. They have seen the wonderful results. So very good result. We know like a 2 years child is there, 3-year child is there with us. Those parents are attended this program. They will tell so much difference is there in their sisters' children and their children. There one case study we have taken. The both sisters are conceived the same time. Same time means like maybe 1-2 months difference. Then after delivery, the person one who is attended to our program, in that child is so much difference is there. Like when he interacting with the people, when he is smiling, when you ask something, if it is there in the hand, he gives with lovingly. But whereas the sister's child, like and crying and responding to the situations are totally different. So this I will just quickly run through the one particular presentation. Just I will run through. I'm not going to do anything now because this is the things I already explained to you. So please, what I am recommending you, all of you, if you know anyone of the pregnant mothers, for the benefit of the next generation, you can recommend our website to them, that I will share afterwards. Okay, so Garbha plus a Samskara, that becomes a great personality. So mother's womb is the main university where we can create the Samskara, means software. So there's a university. When you create the proper software, comes a great personality. So the child will have the proper software to cope up with any situations. Then, and here this is a child and his father also at presently attending our this session now. His name is Shubhan. He is there as one of the co-host. is volunteering our program today, is monitoring the YouTube and as well as our Zoom, coordinating between them. He is there. His child is here. Now, these are the qualities we are expecting the children to develop, but the proper software will be created in the womb. Genius, healthy, and the next comes the Sugarbha. This is the our trust name. The trust is designed and blessed by Puja Swami Dayananda Saraswati, who is our guru. Is no more, based on the vision of Puja Swami Dayananda Saraswati we are doing. And this one important point, this logo, if you look at this logo is my cousin is there. My cousin undergone this program when she was conceived, when she was pregnant. That time we are not doing this program, but she is attended with some other great Mahatmas this program. Now her daughter is a 16 years and she is the one who designed this program, this logo for us. When I told her name is Manaswini, this is the what I am planning to do. Since 4 or 5 years, I am discussed with the many people the logo which I want. I was not satisfied. Then when I told this girl, within 24 hours, she designed this logo and she gave it to me. Her name is Manaswini. Her mother undergone this program, and when she was a child, she knows the entire Bhagavad Gita. When she was 5 and 6 years, now she is around 16. She don't remember all the things, but she knows so many things now. And this is a online free Sugarbha sessions. So Sugarbha, when you are having the pregnancy, that time it is the time to take care your next generation. And if you observe the history, the Jews will perform these kind of activities when the mothers are conceived. It's why most of the Jews are the very, very intelligent people. And all these people, if you look at them, this is just for the information. And the sessions are every Sunday, sorry, every month, 4 sessions, Saturday and Sundays, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Indian time. They can visit our website archasamskriti.in, so they can register that one. So this is a just information I thought I will share with everyone about the yajna which we have taken for the benefit of the next generation. So we request you to please promote this Sugarbha activity for the benefit of the next generation. It's better to take care. Prevention is better than cure. So we need to take care before the child comes out, so that afterwards child can cope up with the many talents. That's what I told. The motherboard has to support for any program or anything you want to install. So let us prepare this motherboard when the board is in the mother itself, when the kid is in the mother's womb. So now I will give the break for 15 minutes. We will reassemble it here at 10:30, and I will announce our volunteers for the exam. The first participant for the exam is Vimal Raj, and Vimal Raj, get ready with all your equipments. The next second demonstrator is Vijay Ramachandran, and the third demonstrator is Pramod Soni. So for each one, I will be conducting the exam. Others observe, so that you will have a clean idea how it is going to be. Okay. See you in 15 minutes. Don't turn off your Zoom account. If you turn off the Zoom account, entry will be difficult. You may turn off your camera if you want, but don't come out from the meeting ID. Okay. Om.
பத்து தூங்கட்டும். நீ இப்படிதான் பண்ணுவ. எப்ப பாரு இப்படிதான் பண்ணுவ நீ. நீ இதுக்கு இத பாக்குற? எனக்கு இல்ல ஜூம் மீட்டிங். நீ வேடிக்கை பாரு. ஆடு வரும், ஆடு வரும், இலை வரும். ஐயா கேட்கல. யாரு?
Vimal Raj. So I am putting you into the spotlight. Are you ready with your mat and everything?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Can you show the view for me once?
Yes, sir.
Just you get up. I need to see the mat properly.
Okay.
Keep the chair side. Remove the chair. And you just go and stand on the mat.
Yes, sir. Let me adjust my screen a bit.
I have to look at you from your toes to head. I can see only from your knees.
Okay. Just give me a moment, sir. Let me adjust my laptop view.
And also, if you are because you are having the big mat, that's okay. This for the everyone. If you are having the yoga mat by chance, you need to keep the yoga mat in a horizontally. Okay. Now that this is okay, is the Vimal Raj mat is so big, that's okay. But Vimal, now I cannot see your head, even though you are standing at the edge of the mat. Remember, you should stand in the center of the mat. The entire mat is visible in a horizontally from toes to head.
Okay, let me turn it other side, sir.
Yeah, you turn the other side. Let it be proper way so that everyone can know the things. So if you take care all these things, Vimal, I cannot see the mat at all.
Yeah. I'm just moving it behind a little bit.
Where you are standing is a perfect. Little more back, one step back. That is a wonderful, perfect. Where you are standing, that should be the center point of your mat.
Okay.
Yeah, you take little more back your mat, 1 feet back.
Okay.
Not you. You take the mat also. Okay. Because when you are doing the asana, it should be proper in the center. Enough. Here now you come. That is enough. So spot that mark where you are standing. That should be the place for you.
Okay, sir.
Huh?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Sir, am I audible? Am I clearly audible?
You are very clearly audible. I can hear. I don't know others. If others can hear, put the thumbs up in the reactions. Yes, our Meenakshi and other people says it's yes. They can hear you very well. Perfect. Okay, now is a time for the practical exam. Thank you, Vimal Raj, for accepting my invitation to be the first demonstrator. Okay, sit comfortably.
Thank you, sir.
So first, I will be asking a few questions to you. Now I cannot see your head. Don't touch the camera.
Okay.
You can only change the chair, but not the camera, because the mat settings and everything is perfect. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Do you have some water with you, next to you?
Just give me a moment. Let me keep it.
Keep. And all of you during the practical exam session, better to have some water next to you. Sometime to sip, because the emotions will be different. You can have something next to you somewhere. Okay. So I am starting the exam for you. And all others, please mark the points for every question. For the skill, 10 points. For knowledge, 10 points. For the teaching skills, 10 points. We will be doing, even though in the main exam, for some questions, there is no teaching part, but here we will be doing everything. So all of you, please write Vimal Raj name on the top, and I will give the heading. On that heading, you need to give the marks to Vimal Raj out of 10. Okay, 10 is the maximum. Imagine that you are the examiner. The only thing, you are not asking any questions. I am asking the questions. You are giving the marks. Top, Vimal Raj name. The left side, first column, the topic, a prayer. So under the prayer, you need to put all the 3 headings marks, and I will not ask specifically this is the knowledge, this is the demonstration, and this is the teaching skill. We will not ask. All those things will be there in our mind when we are doing the examination. Is it clear for all the examiners? We are not going to ask, we are not going to inform this is the skill, this is the knowledge, this is the teaching. You should make sense what to understand under which section, and you put the marks like that. Is it clear? I don't see any responses. Okay, perfect. Vimal?
Yes, sir.
The question number 1. I am using the question number 192 for the benefit of the examiners. Okay.
Okay.
Prayer. Please start the session with a prayer.
Okay. Om Sarvesham Swastirбhavatu Sarvesham Shantirbhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
What is the meaning of the prayer?
Sir, it means let there be peace. So the Om Shanti 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 means let there be peace at all 3 levels, in the mentally, psychologically, and then emotional state. So Sagana Sarvesam Swastir Bhavatu means let us all be blessed with prosperity. And then Sarvesam Shantir Bhavatu means let us all be blessed with peace. And then Sarvesam Purnam Bhavantu means let us all be blessed with fulfillment. So that is the thing we ask for God before we start everything.
Okay. So examiners, please remember, whether the examinee gives the correct answer or a wrong answer, we are not going to interfere. No? The same way, I am also not going to interfere for anything. The job of the examiner is to just examine the candidate, not to give the feedback, not to do anything. Okay. Remember, this is also responsibility of a examiner. Shatkriyas. What are the Shatkriyas?
So Satkriyas are basically cleansing techniques. There are 6 practices are there. The first one is Kapalbhati. The second one is Tratak. The third one is Neti. The fourth one is Dauti. The fifth one is Basti. And then what is it? And then the sixth one is Nauli.
Okay. What is Neti?
So Neti is used for cleansing the nasal passage. And then there are main couple of important netis are there. That is Jal Neti, which is performed with sublime water or lukewarm water. And then the second one is Sutra Neti, that is performed with Sutra, which can be a rubber or some Sutra or any Sutras.
So you said just now the saline water and lukewarm water, which is the best?
So it can be combined both. It can be saline and then lukewarm.
So it should be the combined. Okay.
Yes.
Why we have to use the lukewarm water?
So the lukewarm water can be used mainly just to remove the mucus from the nasal passage.
What is the reason for the saline water? Saline.
Saline water, it removes any unwanted things like bacteria and virus. If it got stuck in the nasal passage, then the saline water is used.
How frequently one can practice this Jalaneti?
Yeah, it can be practiced daily, or it can be practiced in a week wise also, once or twice in a week.
So, what are the things you recommend before the Jalaneti, during the Jalaneti, after the Jalaneti?
Okay, so we can so we can do Kapalbhati before Jalneti. This is just to have a proper breathing. Or we can do, it's best we can do Kapalbhati after the Jalneti. So that is just to remove all the excess water which gets stuck when we perform or when we practice Jalneti.
What about the during?
During practice, we just have to concentrate in the practice. That's all.
Is there any specific thing we need to be taken care during the practice?
Okay, yeah. So the important things that we need to keep in mind is like we have to bend a bit forward while practicing the Jalneti, so that any water which we are using should not go inside inside your nasal passage, or it should not go inside your skull area.
Okay. While practicing this Jalneti, what about the breathing?
Yeah, we can just have a normal breathing.
But water is there in the nose.
Yeah. So when I say normal breathing, comfortable breathing. That's what I would say.
Whether normal or comfortable when you are pouring the water from one nostril, when it is coming from the other nostril. So
Okay,
how the comfortable or the normal?
So however comfortable you are.
Okay. Can you demonstrate the Sukshma Vyama? Under the Sukshma Vyama, please show for the trunk.
Okay. Okay. So I hope I'm clearly visible.
Move a little back, one step back.
Okay. Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay. So so under track movement, there are like 5 parts are there. The first one is like bending up your trunk. So that is so we have to make a fist with your right hand and just keep it on the back of your body. And then we have to start bending right away. So this is the first one. I hope you can see me clearly. So first, let me show you how it has to be done, and then I'll demonstrate with the instruction.
No, just to do every variation one time, that is enough.
Okay, yeah. So this is the first variation. Okay, so how you have to do? You have to make a fist and keep your hand behind your back.
No, first you do the demonstration. Quickly you do the demonstration, then I will ask the question.
Okay, okay. So inhale and then bend back. Exhale and then bend down. Slow and steady. Just a moment. Just a moment, sir.
And this also, everyone, during your main exam, you need to take care. You have to inform in your home, if by chance, if anyone is there. This is a wonderful opportunity Vimal is giving to us, because I have not covered this point. So you have to inform your family, whoever is there, that not to get the disturb, because your main exam also is going to be recorded, and these recordings will be presented to the Yoga Certification Board on demand. So let us take care these things also. Okay. Okay, Vimal, go ahead.
Yeah, just a moment, sir. Sir, sorry for this. Actually, I had to move from my personal room to the main room because of the view of camera.
No, that's okay. No,
yeah,
that's okay.
Just give me a moment.
Just I am giving the a option. It is a opportunity for us. Vimal created, because I have not covered. See, you all are really great people. Even though as a teacher I am supposed to tell these things, I have not covered. So Ishvara knows. Hey Srinivas, you are not teaching anything. You are just an instrument. Whatever you are not covering, I am creating the opportunity here. You are not remembering all the things. So it's why I am creating the situation. You need to educate everyone here. Come on, Ishvara's command. So Vimal got the situation. Now I'm explaining to you because I missed that point. Okay. Vimal, go ahead.
Okay, let me start from the beginning. So the first variation.
How many variations you can do for the trunk? So many variations you do. Each variation only one time. First, you just to do the demonstration. No explanation. Just to do the demonstration.
Okay. Okay. Let me show you the front view with the demonstration. So okay, make a fist of your hand and keep it in your bag.
I told just to do demonstration, no explanation.
Okay, this is variation number 1. So the second variation is
Okay, next.
Let me show you the side view.
Not necessary. Go ahead to the next variation. Go to the next variation. Next. Next.
The fifth variation is.
Any more variations are there?
Yes, this is the fifth variation.
Okay. What are the benefits of practicing this Sukshma Vyama?
Okay. The Sukshma Vyama is mainly done for microcirculation, which is basically will warm up your entire body, and then it will loosen up your muscles, and then it will actually give more flexibility to your joints.
Who can do, who cannot do?
So this can be done by anyone who is not able to do even asanas. They can perform Sukshma Vyama.
Okay. Now demonstrate one round of Surya Namaskar. Move, take one step back. And all the time you should need to be horizontal towards the camera.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to do the demonstration now.
Turn the direction, left side or right side.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't get your point.
You need to face sideways when you are stretching your legs. I need to see the full view, not facing towards the camera. Turn the direction, your direction. Don't disturb the mat. Let it be mat. You change. Okay, that's good.
Okay. I'm standing in the front of the mat now, so that will be comfortable.
Don't to say anything. Just concentrate on your practice. Right. I think Vimal, you need to talk something. Otherwise, the camera. Okay, now it's okay. Perfect. Your spotlight. Go ahead. Okay, that's good. Now change the direction to this side and perform one more time. Turn to the right side. Turn to the right side. Move forward. And remember, during the exam, we will not tell you stand in the middle, stand in the front, stand in the back. We have to use the common sense. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Now you can sit on your chair. Vimal, say something. I missed your picture.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you see me?
No, 1 second. Where are you? Say it again. Something.
Yeah, am I visible now?
Yeah. You are visible.
Okay.
Because I am also learning all these things. Okay, now it is very clear to me. Okay.
Can I take a moment to drink water?
So tell me something about the Surya Namaskaras.
Okay, so Surya Namaskara can be performed just before asana, like a warm up exercise, and it has 12 asanas. And then for every asanas there is a name. Like the first, it can be called 12 asanas or 12 steps. So so first one is the prana asana or the namaskar asana. The second one is the hasta uttanasana, and then third one is the
Okay.
pada hastasana.
Now tell me, what are the benefits of practicing the Surya Namaskar?
Okay. Actually saying it has a lot of benefits, but main benefits are like it helps before we start any asana. If we do Surya Namaskar, it acts as a warm up, so that it helps all your cardiovascular organs, so like heart and then breathing activities and then lungs and everything, so that your breathing will be regulated just before starting the asana. So the main benefit is for cardiovascularity. And then second is it frees up the pelvic region. So all the organs related to in the pelvic region will get benefit. Yes, sir, that is the main benefits. There are a lot of other benefits are there, but these are the main benefits.
How the Surya Namaskaras will have the impact on the respiratory system?
Okay, so Surya Namaskar comprises of 3 or 4 forward bending and then 3 backward bending steps are there. So in that, so our respiration will get properly. Sorry. Okay, so during our forward bending and then backward bending, so this what do you say? Our pranic activity, it gets properly energized or it get properly settled. So that is how it helps the respiratory system.
So we request Swati Sharma, don't do anything with your video camera and other thing. In the YouTube live, only your name is coming. It shows you are not turned on your camera and just your name is displaying on the YouTube viewers. So please don't do anything. You keep your camera on and keep the microphone off. Otherwise, if you get other audience are getting disturbance in the YouTube who are watching. Okay. So Vimal, can you give the instructions how to perform the Surya Namaskara sitting there only?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the first asana is the Pranayama asana, where we will come into the Namaskar mudra. There you have to breathe and then exhale. I mean, inhale and then exhale. So that is the first step. The second step is Hasta Uttanasana, where since it is a slightly backward bending, so you have to inhale and then go to the Hasta Uttanasana. And then the third step is the Pada Hastasana, where you bend and touch your feet with the hands. So there you exhale slowly and then touch the feet as much as possible. And then you, if possible, we can try to touch our forehead with the knees. So that is the third asana.
Okay, enough, Vimal. That's good. So sometimes examiner may also stop you in between. On the two situations, examiner will stop you. One is when the examiner thinks you are confident in the subject, you know the subject, he may say, okay. Or when the examiner thinks after trying the several times that you are not able to do, you are not able to explain, that time also examiner may say enough. So that may be the any one of the indication. Now I am telling the Vimal to enough. So what indication you want to take, you take. For other, I am telling other examiners. Okay, I am training the examiners also now. Okay, now Vimal, apart from your syllabus, perform the Viparita Karani.
Yes. So I hope I'm visible.
You are, don't ask frequently, am I visible, am I audible? If you are not visible, if you are not audible, I will ask you. You just concentrate.
Okay. Okay, the starting phase is the supine pose, where you just lay with your back touching the floor, and then feet a few inch apart, probably like 1 or 2 inch apart, and then bend your knees one by one. Let's bend the right knee, and then let's bend the left knee. Now, with your current position of the palms are facing down. Now bring your hands, bring your palms to the hips, so that you give us support. Now try to raise your both the legs together. With the support of your palms, try to raise it maximum as possible, like this. Now you have to make sure you are able to see your big toes, which should be straight with your head, and and you can give maximum support to your shoulder at the beginning. And then when you come to the final phase, you try to bring your hand with to the to support the hip like this. Hold it for probably 5 to 10 seconds or as maximum as possible for you. And then when you bring back, so there are a couple of ways which you can come to the relaxation posture. So I will give you one. So you bring back your both the legs a bit behind your head so that you have balance when you come back, so that you won't have a jerk. Now, now try to drag your palms to the upper part of the thighs, and then slowly you come back with the support of your hands and the balance, and come to the supine pose. Okay, so the complementary pose, there's a complementary pose for this, or you can either you can go to the complementary pose after doing the or you can go to the relaxation pose, which is savasana. So savasana is like keep your
Okay.
both legs. Okay. So I will.
Okay. Sid. Here, one information for every one of you. Sometimes in the practical exam, examiner may request you just to demonstrate. So that time you need to do just only demonstration, no explanation. You can start with the explanation and demonstration, how Vimal is started now, but that particular situation, if examiner says just to demonstrate, that means you just to demonstrate. Then afterwards, examiner may want to test you for the instructions, because sometimes while doing the asana, giving the instructions will become difficult. So looking at this situation, examiner may excuse you from explanation. So that time you just give the do the demonstration, then you follow the questions whatever examiner is going to ask. Now you already given the explanation here, so those explanations I can consider for the teaching skills for all our examiners. Now tell me, is a viparita karni is a asana or kriya?
Okay. So it is a asana, and it is also considered as mudra sometimes. So as far as I know, it's an asana.
Okay. So according to the syllabus, it is given under the asanas, but it is also viparita karni a mudra, and sometimes in some of the places people also calls viparita karni is a kriya also, a minor kriya or mudra. Okay, that's okay. Now the people who are not supposed to practice the viparita karni, who are not supposed to viparita karni, in simple.
Okay. People who have hernia and people who have slip disc are not supposed to practice, and people who have back pain, and then people who have injuries in shoulder area or in the let's say neck area, they should take caution while practicing.
Okay, so now perform the Trikonasana, just to demonstrate the Trikonasana. And don't do anything with your mat. Once your exam started, let it be mat till the end of your exam. So that is moving the mat, doing the things means you are wasting the time trying to divert the things from here and there. No, just I am giving to everyone. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I just folded the mat because, like for Trikonasana, we may have to spread your legs and then
No
you'll
explanation. Do the Trikonasana. I think, Vimal, you need to say something. Otherwise, our YouTube people cannot watch you.
Okay.
Yeah, do once
Okay.
again with explanations.
Okay. Stand straight with your spine erect, with your hands on side of your body, with your feet few inches apart. Spread your legs as much as possible. Raise your hands sideways with adjacent of your shoulder. Now, turn your right leg 90 degrees. Try to touch your right feet with your right hand. After touching your feet, make sure you're forming a 90-degree angle with your hands and the legs. Once you touch the feet, you can, if possible, you can try to see your upper hand, which is the left hand. Now inhale and then come back to the center. Do the same on the other side. Turn your left foot 90 degrees. Exhale, try to touch your left hand with the left feet. Try to see your right hand. Now inhale and come back to the center. Now exhale, come back to the standing position and relax your arms.
Okay, fine. Now, give the instructions as you are going to teach someone this Trikonasana. You sit and give the instructions. You can sit here.
Okay. To start with, up to the standing poses, stand straight with the spine erect. Keep your hands on the side of the body. And make sure you keep your feet a couple of inches apart. Then breathe in, then inhale and then exhale. The second step would be spread your arms sideways to the shoulder adjacent side. And then turn your right foot 90 degree and then exhale, then try to touch your right foot with your right hand. Once you touch your right foot with your right hand, try to, if possible, try to see your left hand with your eyes, only if possible. Okay, hold there for 5 to 10 seconds and then inhale and then come back to the center. Similarly, do the same on the other side. Then once you are completed with the left hand side, you can relax you can bring back your legs and then relax your arms.
Okay, what is the complementary of Trikonasana?
So Trikonasana can be a self-complementary because we are doing it, we are twisting it on both the sides. So there, we don't need to do any complementary asanas for that.
Okay. What are the benefits of the Trikonasana?
Okay, so benefit, right. So it includes the, improves your digestive system organs. It improves your digestion. Then it improves your so it cures any peptic ulcers you have. It improves your digestion, and then what else? It improves your cardiovascular movements also.
Okay, the people who are suffering with the arthritis can practice the Trikonasana or not?
Just a moment, sir. Yes, I believe they can practice with the caution probably, or with suggestion from a doctor.
So here, I'm supposed to ask one more asana. It can be my choice or it can be the participant choice. So I'm skipping this choice asana here. Okay. Now next I'm taking the next section. Okay. Vimal, can you just demonstrate sitting on the chair there itself? Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. First say something, then you do, so that you will be focused on the for others.
Okay. Okay. So now for Nadi Suddhi Pranayama, you can sit in any meditation pose, or you can for example, you can sit in Savasana or the Padmasana, and then you have to okay. So okay. Okay, now you have to form the Nasika Mudra. That is, you have to fold your. You can see, you have to fold your index finger and the middle finger, and then you have to leave your little finger and then ring finger as such, and your thumb as such, so that you can control the breathing. So first step would be, you have to keep your the ring finger and the little finger on the left side of your nose, so that you can start the breathing from the right side. Okay. Now inhale from your right nostril, and then close your right nostril with your thumb. Exhale with your left nostril. After exhaling, inhale with your left nostril. Now close your left nostril with your ring finger and then little finger. Exhale from your right nostril.
Okay. So now tell me, according to Hatha Yoga Pradipika, from which nostril we have to start the Anuloma Viloma or Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama?
We have to start it from the right nostril. So when we do only with the right nostril, it is called Surya Badana. So we have to start from the right nostril.
So what is the question given to you? Anuloma Viloma or Nadi Shodhana, Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama performance, demonstration.
Yes.
Okay. So why we have to start from the right nostril? Why not the left nostril?
Okay. So as far as I know, sir, the right nostril indicates the sun, and also just to yeah, I think that is the reason. Yeah, the Pingala Nada indicates the sun. So that's why we start with right nostril.
Okay. Who should not practice the pranayama?
Okay. So people who has heart disease, they should take caution for practicing pranayama. So rest other person can do.
Okay. What is Mahabandha?
Okay. Mahabandha is something we do the Jalandhara Bandha, Udyan Bandha, and then Mula Bandha at the same time. So that is the Mahabandha.
So which part of the body we apply this Jalandhara Bandha? Where is the location of the Jalandhara Bandha?
So we apply it on the clavicular region where we touch the chin with the chest.
So what is the meaning of the mudra?
Mudra. Sorry, sir. I don't remember that for a moment. Right now, I don't remember.
Okay, can you show any one of the Hasta Mudra?
Yes. Okay.
Show.
Okay. Okay. So let me show the Adi Mudra, where you have to make a fist by touching your
Just show the mudra means just to show the mudra. Okay, we have to keep the hand like that only.
Yes.
So sitting, the way you are doing, that is called posture for the Adi Mudra. You have to keep the hand in the air.
I'm just showing the mudra. Let me show. Let me do the posture.
Okay. What is the importance of the mudras in the practices, in our yoga practices?
Okay, so it channelize channelize the energy in your body. So each fingers in your body has a separate energy levels. When you touch a finger with another finger, it have its own it have its own positivity, and it has its own electromagnetic field which rises because of touching it. So it basically energizes your body channel.
Okay. Do you have any field experience as a yoga instructor?
So I don't have much. I don't have field experience, sir. Only I have the practicing experience and then
Yeah, perfect. So I would like to ask the two more questions to you to fulfill this category. Just here I am telling, but during the main exam, we don't say, the examiners won't say like this. Okay, just for your information. Now tell me, what are the 5 vruttis?
Okay. Okay. The 5 vruttis are Pamana, Viparya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Smriti.
What is pramana?
Pramana is the right instrument of knowledge, or sometimes it's called as right knowledge.
Okay, how many pramanas are given by the Patanjali Maharshi?
3 pramanas. Pratyaksha, Anumana, Agama. Pratyaksha, Anumana, Agama.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Vimal Raj. Thank you for your active participation for this demo exam. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Shall I
now
go and...
the forum is open for others. Before going into next exam, I would like to tell you something, then I will give the chance to you to ask the questions. In your main practical exam, this much time will not be given, remember, because it's the first time. I want to make everyone to feel comfortable, as those who are watching, those who are doing. That's why I took this much time. In general, it will be maximum 20 minutes. Remember, your practical exam will be in maximum 20 minutes. Within the 20 minutes, everything will be completed. Maximum. Of course, there may be a possibility 1-2 minutes more or less. That is a different story. I'm telling in general. Exceptions will be there every time. Okay. So this is about this one. And do you have any questions here? You are please welcome. Before I take the next exam by our Vijay Ramchandran ji, I would like to take 2-3 questions. Then I will give chance once again. You can unmute and ask the questions.
Sir, Kaval here. Can I please ask a question?
Yeah, you can ask the question. What is the name?
Kaval.
Okay, ma. Right, go ahead.
Sir, can you please explain about Vipreet Karni as a mudra or a kriya?
So according to yoga protocol syllabus, Viparita Karani is given under the asanas according to your yoga protocol exam. But in general, it is also considered under the mudras. It is also considered under the minor kriyas. But as per your syllabus, it comes under yoga, under the asanas. And this is a specific topic to be discussed. So let us not go into that much detail here. Okay. Right. Any question?
Sir, I have one question.
First, you tell the name so that others can keep quiet, so that you will be talking.
Sir.
Yes, Meenakshi.
Sir, while he was performing the Surya Namaskar, I have one question. Like when we perform the Surya Namaskar, when we will give the demonstration, should we use the words like inhale and exhale, or we just demonstrate?
If the examiner asks you just to demonstrate the Surya Namaskar, that time you just demonstrate. Okay.
And can we?
If the examiner asks you demonstrate along with the instructions, you do so. So whichever way examiner is asking you, that you have to follow there.
And so one more thing in that, while performing the Surya Namaskar, if I am only demonstrating, shall we use the names of the Surya, right? 12 names over there. Can we use them? You
Are
already
you not
mentioned
there?
it's up
Are you
to us.
not there in the first half of my instructions?
Yeah, I was there. It's up to us,
So,
right? So,
then why again this question? This is a doubt. It
sorry,
is not
sir.
a question. It is a doubt.
Sorry, sir. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Sir,
Anyone
Gyan
else?
Prakash here. Gyan Prakash here.
Yes, Jnana Prakash ji, please.
Namaste, sir. Sir, while let's say when we are in the exam day, I have some problem in my any body part. Let's say I have a shoulder pain or anything. Should I declare it to the examiner first, or should I, after listening to the asana, I should not said that I have a shoulder pain? So, what is the right approach?
That indicates you are very smart.
No, sir. Genuine question, because
One second. Yeah, I got your question, Jnana Prakash. Your one option is you are asked me, shall I declare in the beginning or shall I wait for the examiner to ask this question? Then I can tell. Whatever it may be, you need to have the documentary evidence from the doctor.
okay.
Yeah? Otherwise, everyone can come, sir, I'm having this problem, I'm having that problem. So how can we say no? But do you have the evidence? So you need to have the doctor prescription with you that you are having this problem. Of course, just I am telling in general, whatever I am talking with you as per the rule kind of thing. But examiners are not that much so strict, because it is also yoga flavor is there, even though it is an examination, but the yoga flavor is there. Himsa, Satya, Asteya, some of the things are there, but depending upon the situation and other things, time to time, depends upon that particular situation, your ability to convince to the examiner and the ability, the discrimination of the examiner. But once when you are having the any documentary proof from the doctor, examiner cannot say anything else, because you are having a documentary proof, that is evidence. Okay, but this use your discrimination. Okay, so now next we'll go to the next.
Sir Ridhima, I just have one question.
Yes, Maridima Benipuri.
Yeah, so like you had asked him to perform Sukshma Vyama for trunk movement, and in the book there is only one of them. So what is the expectation that we should perform, that whatever is there in the book, that is the minimum
Which
thing
book? Which book? Which book is a pramana you are talking?
Yeah, common yoga protocol book and also the guidebook. Both
In the
have.
common yoga protocol book, how many are there? Only one is there?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Huh?
For trunk movement under the first one, it is only one is there.
Okay, then you refer once again. You go to the main source of the what you call of the Dhirendra Brahmacharis. Then you have to tell me. Just you give me 1 second. I am also rechecking about this one, and what you said is not correct.
Okay.
So that means you have not referred the proper book at the proper place. In the shoulder movements, because I am also not simply talking with you, I am talking with some pramana with me. Generally, when I don't have the pramana, I don't open my mouth. See, shoulder movement, this is from the yoga protocol syllabus. Number 2, shoulders movement, sthiti. Stage 1, shoulder stretch. Oh, this is for the shoulders. I am sorry. Wait, I am coming to the. Wait, I am coming.
Yes.
So now the trunk movement.
Yes.
So look at the trunk movement. You say this is the only one is given here, correct?
Yes.
So if this is the only one is given, but here it is the only one, you are right. But if you look at the Dhirendra Brahmachari's Sukshma Vyama book, there are a couple of stages are given, ma.
So, my question.
One of the 1 second. Let me complete. So some other stages is even a rotation of the trunk also comes under the trunk Sukshma Vyama.
Yes.
And bending the trunk to the left side and right side and forward and backward, and the rotation, the clockwise and counterclockwise, this also comes under the trunk. So need not to be only the one, but protocol is the only one is given. You are right. Huh?
Yes. Sir, my question is actually that what is the expectation, that we should know more than what is given in the book? And if yes, then is it one of the books that was mentioned in the reference book that we need to look into?
Yeah, all the reference books are given to know more. Okay.
Yes.
So you need to know more, not simply one book. That book is a guide book. The book itself says the guide book. So
Right.
how can the guide is going to be the textbook? Textbook is different, guidebook is different. Okay, now I will stop the questions. Next, Vijay Ramchandranji, please, you're welcome on the stage here. So Vijay Ramchandran, can you please say something so that I can recognize you? I can keep you pinned.
Sorry,
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, I can see. I'm pinning you. And this time, because already we have done one exam, I'm not going to do that much elaborate. Okay, now it is going to be short. We will try to finish this exam within 20 minutes. We will try. If necessary, we may extend, but we will try. So, Vijay ji, please remember, I am going to take the only within 20 minutes. I would like to complete your examination. Be precise in all your answers and other things. So, I am going to spotlight you first. So, all our YouTube friends also can look at you. Okay, now you are on the spotlight. I would like to see your yoga mat first. And see that your yoga mat, it should be a little horizontal to the camera straight away, because the direction of the camera is different. Yes, perfect. That is 100% perfect. Let it be, don't disturb anything. Perfect. I can see everything. Now, please tell me what are the Shatkriyas?
Kapalabhati, Trataka, Neti, Dauti, Nauli, Basti.
Please tell me the benefits of the Shatkriyas.
The main benefit of Shatkriya is the cleansing. So it cleanses the different parts of the body when you do it.
Okay, can you please demonstrate Kapalabhati? Okay. So what is the main technique involved in the Kapalabhati?
Could you repeat the question, please?
What is the main technique involved in the Kapalabhati?
The main technique is, passive forceful exhalation and passive inhalation.
Who are not supposed to practice the Kapalabhati?
Those who have, if you have hyperacidity or you have the sinus problems.
What are the benefits of the Kapalabhati?
Benefits of Kapalabhati is it cleanses your complete the nasal area, the lungs, and improves your breathing capability.
Why
And
the Kapalabhati is the name? Why this name came to this particular Kriya?
It lightens the skull, the brain area, and improves the circulation there.
Okay. Now, how you are going to give the instructions for the Jalaneti? Give the instructions for Jalaneti.
Okay. So there are two things you need. Three things. One, water, salt, and the snout, the vessel for the for the Jalneti. You have to ensure that the water is lukewarm, at least to the body temperature level, and it should also be saline to the. You should add some salt in it, and pour the water into the Jalneti patra, and first check which side of your nostril is more open. You can check it by breathing like this. So whichever side is open, you can take the patra and put the snout into the nostril, and then bend towards the opposite side and let the water flow. And while doing so, you breathe in and out through the mouth, because as the water is going through the nostril, you cannot breathe in through it. And then once one side of the nose is over, you can throw out the water. You can do 1 or 2 rounds and then do from the opposite side. And once you finish both the sides, you should do, if you can, you should bend down in the Padhasta Asana so that the water flows down completely. And immediately do the Kapalbhati to completely remove all the water in the nasal passage.
If the water particles remains in the nose, what happens? Is there any danger or it's okay?
There's no danger, but it will give you irritation, and you will feel as if you are having a cold and heavy headedness. So it's better to take it.
We have noticed that some people, after practicing the Jalaneti, they say that they are having the headache. What could be the reason?
That's because either they may be doing it for the first time, or they may not have done it properly, or maybe some water is stuck, which is irritating and giving a feeling of it.
Okay, what kind of water we have to use in the Jalaneti, and why?
We have to use saline water, and the salinity level should be as much as the salinity in your tears.
The next question for you, the Sukshma Vyama. Please demonstrate for the shoulders. Sukshma Vyama for shoulders. Any variation, only one time. Any more variations?
This is the Purna Bhujavalli, and this is the.
Okay.
This is Bhujavalli.
Okay. So, for whom this Sukshma Vyama work more effectively?
It works effectively for anyone. There is no particular group, because it is Sukshma, so it is subtle and it can be done by anyone.
Okay, when you are teaching the Yogasana session, where you introduce the Sukshma Vyama, at which stage? It means like starting 1, 2, 3, 4, you are having some program plan. So in the plan, where you introduce the Sukshma Vyama?
It is at the very beginning. Immediately after you do the Shatkriyas, you can start the Sukshma Vyama.
The next question, please demonstrate 1 round of Surya Namaskar, just demonstration. Okay. Now, please name the asanas which are involved in the Surya Namaskaras. Total, how many asanas are involved in the Surya Namaskaras which you have performed?
12 asanas are there.
So now please tell me all the 12 names of the asanas, 12 asanas names.
First is Pranamasana, then Hasta Ustanasana, Hasta Padasana, then I did Ashwa Sanchalanasana, then Dandasana, then Ashtangasana, Ashtanga Namaskarasana, Bhujangasana, then Parvatasana, then again Ashwa Sanchalanasana, Hasta Padasana, Hasta Uttanasana, and Namaskara pose, Pranam.
So couple of asanas are repeated twice.
Yes.
So we don't say 12 asanas are there in the Surya Namaskaras. Because of course, this is, I'm not supposed to give the answer to you here, but just I am giving. You can tell so and so number of asanas are there. A couple of asanas will be repeated twice.
Okay.
So otherwise, I am counting 12 asanas. Let me wait what Vijay ji is going to tell the 12 asanas names. I'm not going to work anything. My mind goes only in the counting. So it's okay. Your answer is okay. Now tell me, for school-going students, how you conduct the Surya Namaskaras class for them? How you train them? I mean, let me make my question very clear. When you are conducting a Yogasana session for the school students, now you have to introduce the Surya Namaskaras. Introduce it means you already taught them. Now you are taking the class. How you do that Surya Namaskaras? Slow, fast, or medium, and why?
Okay. So youngsters, school students, or even kids, or young adults, adolescents, basically they are full of energy, and therefore Surya Namaskar should be done in a very fast way, so that their energy is utilized completely, and for them it acts as a way of spending their energy. So I would do it in a very fast way.
Okay. While doing the very fast Surya Namaskaras, if they are not able to follow the breathing system, so what you suggest to them?
They have to follow the breathing. I mean, so maybe they will have to just slow down a bit if they are missing the breaths. I would suggest little slow down so that at least they perfect the breathing patterns to begin with.
So while doing the fast Surya Namaskara, is breathing is going to be like a pranayama or like a kapalabhati?
No, it will still be. It will not be a kapalabhati definitely. It will still be but it will not be slow as a pranayama. It will be more like you will probably do a bit of holding and releasing also in some places.
Okay. So what is your favorite asana among the asanas which are given in the syllabus?
I like Ardha Matsyendrasana.
Please demonstrate. Okay. Just for your information, Ardha Matsyendrasana is not part of your syllabus, but it is a choice asana I have considered. Ardha Matsyendrasana is not in the syllabus. Okay.
Okay.
But still, you can perform. Nothing is wrong when you go to the higher level. That's okay. Okay. I considering that you can do all these asanas, but now please tell me. Please give the instructions for the Shalabhasana.
Okay. So please lie down on your stomach. Ensure that your head, your legs, your arms are all in a straight line. Keep your chin on the floor. Keep your palms facing the sky and your feet resting on the floor together, touching each other. Make a fist of your hand like an Adi Mudra and tuck it below your groins. Just ensure your body is perfectly relaxed. And slowly, as you breathe in, raise both your feet together as much as you can comfortably and keep breathing.
Okay. While lifting the legs up, what should be the breathing system, breathing pattern?
While lifting up, you should inhale.
Okay. While maintaining the asana,
continue to breathe normally.
Those who are not able to lift their asana, how you are going to prepare them for the Shalabhasana?
Those who are not going to?
Those who are not able to lift their legs, how you are going to prepare them for the Shalabhasana?
So if they are not able to lift their leg, I would have to use some
they may not able to lift both the legs in the Shalabhasana.
Okay.
Is there any preparation?
Yeah. So I would, if they are not able to lift both the legs together, I would try to let them do first with the right leg and then with the left leg, and then probably use a prop below their thighs, which they can keep and try to use it to lift it up.
Okay, the people who are suffering with the lower back pain can do Shalabhasana or not, and why?
Yes, they can do Shalabhasana because Shalabhasana is actually prescribed for back pains, and because it stretches your spine without giving a jerk. It's actually a subtle stretching exercise.
So who should not practice the Shalabhasana?
Those who have any kind of knee injury should not do, and if they have low pressure, they should not do.
Okay, please demonstrate a clavicular breathing under Pranayama. Clavicular breathing. This is also, sorry, not clavicular, thoracic breathing, chest breathing.
Okay.
Okay. While practicing this thoracic breathing, which lobes of the lungs are involved mainly or actively?
The lobes here, the central one.
Central one. Okay. Who should not practice the thoracic breathing?
I don't know. I think everybody can practice.
Everybody can practice. Okay. So can you name the Asta Mudras as per your syllabus? Syllabus means I am talking here yoga protocol. Asta Mudras. Can you name the Asta Mudras?
Chin Mudra, Chinmay Mudra, Adi Mudra, Brahma Mudra, and there are two more. I remember only four.
How the mudras are useful in the yoga sadhana practice?
The main utility is they provide steadiness to the body.
What is pratyahara?
Pratyahara is control of the senses, and it is one of the ashtangas as prescribed by Patanjali Yoga Sutra.
What is mantra?
Mantra is no, I'm not able to recollect that.
Okay, what is japa?
Japa is, constantly either chanting a name, and there could be both multiple types of japas. One where you talk about it, or in the mind you are chanting, or you are in the subconscious it's continuously happening like a japa, or it can be also written. So these are the different types of japa.
Okay. The last question for you to complete your practical exam. You are invited by a corporate company where you have to motivate them to practice yoga, and you are given a time for 3 minutes. Now we all are the corporate employees. Those who are 75 people are with you, and 175 people on the YouTube. They are your students. Now give us a 3 minutes talk to inspire us to do yoga.
Okay. Good afternoon, friends. Thank you for joining this session of 3 minutes to inspire you to do yoga. And I know your time is very valuable. Therefore, without much ado, I will right away start. What is the current problem, especially in these pandemic days? What every corporate employee is facing is, you are stuck to your home. You don't have any recreation of going outside. Plus, you also are not able to see each other. So there is a lot of stress of not going out, being away from your normal ways of working. Plus, calls are scheduled every now and then. There is no break for you, not even a tea break. And therefore, how do you handle this stress? What is the way out? Plus, how do you also stay safe? Even though you're not going out, you still run the risk of catching corona positivity. So how do you stay safe? How do you stay stress-free? And then last but not the least, you're completely a couch potato in some ways on the chair in front of your laptop. So I think yoga gives you a powerful tool to overcome all these scenarios which you're facing today. Even a 20-minute yoga on a day-to-day basis will improve your ability to face these situations. What it basically does, it gives you complete control and ability to manage your breath. It gives you through asanas the ability to have a workout, which you are not able to do today by going out, walking or running in the outside. And last but not the least, through a mechanism of meditation, it helps you to calm down your mind, which in turn enables you to perform much more productively. And last but not the least, though you may not have thought about it, it ultimately gives you a sense of the purpose of life. That's all.
So you have not utilized all the 3 minutes. Okay, fine. Thank you, Vijay Ramchandranji, for accepting as one of the demonstrator for the exam. The moment when I asked, thank you so much. Your exam is completed. You can relax. Of course, during the exam also you are supposed to relax. Okay, thank you. So now we will be having the one more person, but depending upon the time we will see. But before going to the next person, I am not sure. Already we are at 10 minutes less to the 12 o'clock. I will open the forum for the questions. Then if still there is a time, then I can take the third exam also. But basically, the basic structure for the exam is given to you. I hope you got the point. What is the basic structure of the exam? Now, if you are having any questions, please go ahead. Pramod Soniji, please wait some more time. I am not sure whether you are going to do exam or not. Let me open the forum for the questions because already we are getting late. The forum is open for the questions.
Srinivas, this is Aniruddha.
Yes, Aniruddha, please.
Yeah, I have a question, which is basically when we were given the first orientation session, we are told that we should have a laptop for the practical exam. Now, because you are giving, the Android and iOS links as well. So in the actual practical, can you actually use mobile? Because the camera would be much better in that. Or
Okay.
Only through laptops.
Let me answer to your question. The point number one, I never discussed about whether you have to use the laptop, whether you used to Android or other thing. Maybe one of our colleague would have been told. So what is more comfortable for you as well as for the examiner is very, very important. Okay. If you think the Android or tablet is the most comfortable for you and as well as for the examiners, examiners comfort means, please, not the technical point of view comfort. For the examiners comfort means the examiners should able to see you very clearly with the proper clarity, with the proper light. That is important. Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
Sir, I had one.
Yes, Sri Hariji.
Yeah, namaste. While doing asanas or Surya Namaskar, depending on the flexibility of the person, he may do to the extent possible. So my understanding is they can do depending on what they can. It need not be 100% perfect. Is my understanding right?
Even though if I am expecting the 100% perfect, when the candidate is not able to do, anyway, he is not going to do.
Oh, from the exam point of view, how much? What is it?
No, from the exam point of view, I am telling Sri Hariji, for example, you are there, you are not able to do 100%. For example, and when I am asking you to demonstrate the Surya Namaskaras, whatever you can do, that much only you can do, na. So because I am expecting 100%, you cannot do the 100%. You are not going to skip the Surya Namaskaras. You got my point. So what you can do, you do it. And try. You are having the time to improve the flexibility. So otherwise, if I say you can able to do only this much means we don't do any practice for the till the exam. Everyone should do 100% perfect. Come on. Practice. Every day practice. Chhatrapati Shivaji used to practice daily 1000 Surya Namaskaras. Can't we do 10 Surya Namaskaras in a day? 1% of the Chhatrapati Shivajis. No excuse. Come on. Everyone practice 100% perfection. By chance, if I am coming as your examiner, I will see the 100% perfection. Come on. Now you can pray Srinivas should not be our examiner. I will tell all the examiners also, you can excuse any other place, not the Surya Namaskara. The basic Surya Namaskaras, if you are not able to do, what is the point saying the yoga as our profession? Come on. So no excuse, Srihari Garu, practice.
Sir, Kaval here. Can I ask a question?
Yes, Kaval, Preet.
Sir, this is regarding the question you asked about the limitations of thoracic breathing.
Yes.
Sir, could you please explain what are the limitations with regards to thoracic breathing, if there are any?
You will have the special classes. Request the Panindraji, so he will take the special classes for you.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Hi Srinivas, this is Ridhima here again. I had a question that when you asked to do the Surya Namaskar, so he started with his taking his left leg back and then ended with his left leg forward. But then we know that we need to repeat the same with taking the right leg back first and then bringing it forward. So isn't that one whole cycle? Would it not be expected that
Surya Namaskaras, Ridhima, don't go into the digging the minute points here. According to your own practice, how you are doing your practice that you do here.
Okay.
Oh, my friend took the left leg first, then afterwards he brought the left leg forward. He is his own tradition. So when the examiner will see, is a question. You practice how you are practicing, that you demonstrate. So that means you are having the clarity on your practice, what you are doing. Correct?
Okay, thank you.
Right. And the Surya Namaskaras, my dear friends, I am telling you, is a very important. And while thinking too much, so many minute unnecessary things, don't lose your focus on the practices. Yesterday I received an email. I don't remember the name, but I remember the question. The question is, while I am doing the Dakshina Pada, and what I have to do when I am taking my Dakshina Pada back, which Pada I have to bring it forward. What is a Dakshina and what is Vama? You should know the basic meanings. If you don't know, just to Google Sanskrit dictionary, what is a Dakshina means, what is the Vama means. And how you are practicing that, you concentrate. Okay, there are different styles of Surya Namaskaras. What you are practicing, you need to have the clarity on your practice. What you are doing, you should know what you are doing. First thing, you should know what you are doing. The second thing, it is better if you know why you are doing. What we are doing, why we are doing. Number 3, how it is going to be beneficial to me. Of course, that can be covered under why you are doing, is also covered how it is going to be beneficial to me. Okay, don't worry too much about this minute things and you will lose the 30 points. Just to do it. And one more thing, the Vimal Raj, which he did the pranayama, here I would like to cover that point because the time also I would have told, but I have not told. According to Hatha Yoga Pradipika, and in general, we start from the left nostril. We inhale from the left nostril, then we exhale from the right nostril. Again, we inhale from the right nostril, exhale from the left nostril. That is going to become one round of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama or Anuloma Viloma Pranayama. And if there is a question, why we have to start from the left nostril, why not the right nostril? Because our whole purpose of practicing the pranayama is dharana sucha yogyata manasaha, according to the Patanjali, to calm down our mind to take towards the meditation, to calming down the mind. And the mind is associated with the Chandrama. Manaso Devata Chandrama, according to the scriptures. I am not going in depth now here. So Manaso Devata Chandrama. And the Chandra Nadi, which is considered from according to the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, the left nostril is corresponding to the Chandra Nadi. Chandra is connected to the mind. So to calm down that mind, hence the left nostril inhalation starting is considered. Of course, there are some advanced levels where you can start from the right nostril and exhale through left, again inhale through right, exhale through the right. There is specific reasons, specific purposes in advanced levels. Remember, we are yoga protocol examiner and minimum common sense. According to number 1, Hatha Yoga Pradipika, inhale through left, exhale through right, again inhale through right, exhale through left. That is the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama 1 round. Why left nostril? Left nostril is also called Chandra Nadi. Chandra means is a moon. The moon is connected with the mind. So our purpose is to calm down the mind. The right nostril is the Surya. Activates the more and more energy levels, more dynamism is there. So that is a basic which makes little sense, whatever I told, connecting the 2 different textbooks. One is I connected Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Second, I have taken a Tattva Bodha. From the based on these 2 textbooks, I have connected and I have told you this one. Okay, please make a correction, that one. Left nostril. If it is a Surya Veda, of course, you inhale through the right, exhale through the left, but it is not your syllabus. So we are going there. Okay, next, any other question?
Sir, this is Papia here. I have a question.
Yes, Papia.
Yeah, so do we need to learn anything on Yoga Nidra as part of this?
Yeah, this Yoga Nidra and the meditation, all these things comes under the only one category. Instead of the meditation, you may be asked about the what is Yoga Nidra. Yes, you are right.
Demonstration or,
Demonstration, if they ask, you are the luckiest person. Just to go and lie down on your mat. Okay. Then that is called nice sound sleep. You know what is a sound sleep means? Sound for others, sleep for us. That is called sound sleep. Enjoy the Yoga Nidra.
Yeah, this is Rupesh here.
Yes, Rupesh.
Yeah. So in syllabus under Pranayama, we have three processes, right? Anulom Vilom, Shitli, and Brahmari. So are these valid for theory also? Like only these three will be covered as part of theory also, like Chandra Bedan, Surya Bedan, all these will not be part?
No, Rupesh. Basically, all the examiners, all the PRCBs are supposed to follow the syllabus. Then what is the point of having the syllabus?
Okay.
Syllabus is given as a pramana. So one has to be followed the pramana. And sometimes if the student is well equipped with the knowledge, examiner may take the opportunity to dig you a little bit more. But when the examiner asks a little more in-depth questions, if you can give the answers, okay. Even though if you don't give the answer, you need not bother. Because you are showing your enthusiasm, examiner thinks that you are having the well equipped with the knowledge. Examiner, out of the curiosity, will ask some questions. But if that questions, if you are not answered properly, also you need not bother. Only the syllabus questions are taken in consideration. And if any extra question is asked, if you give the answer, that means examiner will give 10 out of 10 straight away. But most of the time, 10 out of the 10 may be given or may not be given, depending upon the three examiners' discrimination. Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Anyone else? Any question?
Sir, Swarna here, I had a question.
Yes, Swarna, please go ahead.
Better not to answer and say I don't know, or to just use common sense and try, like some of the questions you had asked, like Kapalabhati, who should not perform, some of those trick questions. If you don't know, should we just say that everybody can? How should we approach it?
You in your question itself, answer is there. In your question, there is an answer. You said we can use the common sense. Na? You use the common sense.
Okay.
So this is Chitra here. When we are asked to give instructions for specific asanas, would it be nice if we explain also? So for example, if we are asked to do, as a favorite exercise, I'm asked to do, I would like to do Dhanurasana. Would it be nice if I explain Dhanur means bow? This particular asana gets the body into a bow shape, and then give instructions, or are we expected to be very crisp?
No. What I am telling, say, please understand me properly. My language, I may not be good in English. So you precise when I said you be precise. But at the same time, if you are confident enough, you are absolutely welcome to explain more. In fact, it is a good for you. But I'm using the word but here now. What is this but? The but indicates whatever the explanation you are given, if the examiner asks any question in your explanation, you should be able to give the answer which makes the sense. That's what I mean. It does not mean that you should not ask anything, you should not tell. Come on, yeah, when you are having the knowledge, it is a time for you to explore, to show your skills. Absolutely, you can explain. If you know how much you know, you can tell. But if the examiner says, please limit to only this much, you follow. Otherwise, you open up with everything. Whatever they don't want to listen, they will tell you, don't do this one. Then you keep quiet that one.
Similarly, contraindications and any benefits also, it is better to say this as part of it. We cannot expect them to ask separately, isn't it?
That's what your common sense. You can give. If the examiner says, no, I don't want to hear this thing, I asked only you to do explain, so you explain. So okay, you come up with everything. If they restrict you for any particular thing, you be restrict.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Because there is a time limit is there for the examiners and others, because everyone will have the intimation. Your exam starts so and so time, your exam starts so and so time. Everyone will have the letters. And everyone is waiting outside. Outside means in the waiting room. In the, if it is an online waiting room, otherwise in the waiting hall. That is the only difference. And there are many people, because of the practical exam, without eating anything, they will be waiting for this exam. Because they have to do empty stomachs. So there are so many other factors, PRCBs and the examiners and participants have to take care. So situation, depending upon the situation, it goes on. So time limit, and an average time limit is a 20 minutes. And sometimes if your practical exam goes more than 20 minutes, like a 25 minutes or 30 minutes, please keep in your mind, don't think in any other way. That means examiners are trying to help you. That is an indication. Because all the examiners will go with a proper and positive attitude that everyone is scoring the 100% out of 100. That is a starting point of the examiner. Here, examination, we are not going to count the marks. We are only going to deduct the marks from the 100. The moment when you entered in the examination means you scored the 100 marks. So as you are doing the mistakes, the certain marks are reduced. That's it. Otherwise, everyone is scoring 100% in the exam. See, so much difference. It's not that I'm giving the 5 points, 10 points, 15 points, and afterwards I'm adding. No, I'm only reducing the 1 point here. I may be reducing the 2 points there. So we will count how many points we will reduce. That's it. Okay. It's a very easy. The practical exam is the most easy. Just do another 1 week. Still your practical exams. Please keeping on practice. You will not get any other questions. This is the topics which I have shared to you. So please go through that one and have the protocol syllabus with you. Okay. And also the protocol as well as syllabus. So I used the compound word, protocol, syllabus, protocol and syllabus with you, and follow the syllabus and do some project work kind of thing. All the asanas names, then that is a good enough for you.
Viresh here. Viresh here, sir. Pranam,
yes,
sir.
Viresh.
There are two small questions. So one is, what should be the language of the exam? Can we use extensive Hindi also, or should it only be English? That is the first.
Very good question, but to the wrong person, you know.
So we should probably judge the examiners.
I will tell. No. Why I told the good question to the wrong person? You know to whom I asked this question? This question has to be asked to you only, because when you are filling the application form, the language option is given to you. What is the language you have opted? Because in the certificate, the language also comes in a golden certificate, which I am having. In that certificate is mentioned medium English kind of thing. So you have already chosen. And if you want to change the language, you need to request the PRCBs, YCB. Is there any protocol to change? You request them, then you can go ahead.
Okay. Second question
and
is,
here, 1 second, I will, because I am taking your questions and an advantage to give some other information, nothing else. No, other information is good news. In generally, so far, in general, all the written exam question papers comes in 2 languages, Hindi and English. Okay, this is an open secret, but I don't know what is going to come. Generally 2 languages. But practicals, absolutely whatever the language you have opted, that is the only choice. Yes, second question, Viresh.
Yeah, so we do Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina in the end. Like always, we have done it that way. So can we do it in the beginning also? Is there something in the show that we only should do it in the end?
Say it again, I could not hear you.
So Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina prayer we always do in the end. So my question is, may not be related directly with this, but can we also do it in the beginning also?
Why not? Is there any rule, any protocol is given in any scriptures we should not do in the beginning?
Actually, that is how we have practiced. So that is why I just wanted to check.
No, this is up to you. Remember, whatever the prayer, and not necessary that everyone they may ask the chant the prayer. Not necessary. See, I given a basic structure to you. Need not to be all these questions will ask to you. Sometimes, for example, 3 asanas are there. Sometimes just with 1 asana, it can be completed. Sometimes it may go with the 4 asanas also. Why 4 asanas? If someone is, if the examiner feels something is required for you to help you to come out, they may give 1 more asana also. And for some people, just 1 or 2 asanas. And I will tell, 1 asana will be given for the demonstration, and 1 asana will be given for the explanation. And there will be 1 more asana will be given to you how you are going to teach. So with this, examiner will get some sense, oh, all these kind of things. Absolutely, it is the common sense and the discrimination of the examiners. Of course, they will follow the protocol of the syllabus according to the guidelines of the YCB. Anyone can use the discrimination, but their discrimination should be within the limitations of the Yoga Certification Board.
I have a question.
Yes, Vijay ji.
Yeah, so 2-3 things you asked me, I was stuck. In the Shalabhasana, you said if you can't do with both the legs, what does it mean?
Because if you are not able to do both the legs, you already given the answer. You can do the 1 leg. So that will be easy. So what happens, the preparation, there are many people, they will not lift the legs, and some people will lift the legs only this much. So that time, keeping with the 1 leg down, if you lift the other leg, this is also called Ardha Shalabhasana. And as the lifting the 1 leg up, they will fold the second leg and they will keep under the support for the first leg. This is Ardha Shalabhasana, lifting the leg up and folding the other leg, as a foot will come as a support like this. So with this, they will practice a couple of days. Then the muscles, the stiffness in the waist region will be little flexible. Then they can able to lift. That is the idea. Many asanas, for example, Viparita Karni or the Sarvangasana, those are not able to practice. Question comes, how you are going to modify this asana for your student? Because ultimately, when the client comes to our class, we don't want to lose the client. And you cannot say, no, this is the way Hatha Yoga Pradipika is given. You have to do like this. If you say like that, you don't get the students come out. So modifications, how you can modify. Okay, those who are not able to do the Sarvangasana, we will suggest to them take the support of a chair or take the support of the wall, some modifications. But that is not the main goal. Helping the student to gain some confidence, then finally they will learn the thing. That is the idea. So it's why I asked that question to you. Is other question, Vijay ji?
Yeah, the next one is on the Kalniti, since you went so deep into it. Was the answer right in terms of the water? Even if it doesn't come out, something remains.
Correct. Yes, when the water particles are stuck in the passage, the sinus area, people will get the headache. There are few people after practicing the Jalaneti, if they give a complaint that they are having a headache, that means there are certain water particles are stuck inside. So they have to do proper practice of the Kapalabhati. It's why after the Jalaneti, practicing the Kapalabhati is essential to remove the particles from the nasal passage. And some forward backward bendings also helps to come out this water. I give my example, my personal experience. Whenever I do the Jalaneti till today, there will be some water will be stuck in my passage. So what I do afterwards, I do the Kapalabhati. Then after the Kapalabhati, I do the tiger stretch as well as Shashankasana breathing. Some water comes out. Then afterwards, I do 2-3 rounds of the Surya Namaskara because the backward forward bendings are there nicely. Then water comes out. When I am going back and bending forward, along my body is bending, water also comes out. This is my experience, personal experience.
Right,
but if water particles are there in the nose, definitely people will get a headache. There is a possibility. Probability is there. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Someone else is asking a question.
Sir, this is Vimal.
Yes, Vimal.
Yeah, sir. If you're okay with it, I can just suggest some points with my experience.
Yes, tell me.
The first thing I've just realized with the camera angle, I think it is better to keep the laptop or mobile in the floor, like how the Vijay have done. I think that is the better angle instead of keeping it on the table, so that the entire body or entire man cannot be seen.
Just 1 second, Vimal. 1 second.
Yeah.
So every one of you, please make a note. Our Vimal is giving some practical tips from the as a student point of view. So you may pay attention. Afterwards, I request Vijay ji also. Please share the practical tips. These are the things, minute things, but plays very important role. If the examiner gets the irritation of you are changing and all these things in the time, then you know the mood of the mood is he's also a human being. Remember, Vimal. Sorry for the disturbance. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So the first point I have noticed is the camera angle. I think how Vijay has done, I think that is the proper. That could be the proper way, because if we keep the camera on the top of the table, sometimes our feet is not visible, and then we have to adjust to see the top of the head. So I think whatever Vijay has shown, that is the better angle. That is one thing I have noticed. And then the second thing. So when we do the asana, I think if we are asked to perform, if we are asked to demonstrate only, then we have to demonstrate only. Like we are easily get into the mode of instructing and then demonstrating together. So, but that sometimes confuses us as well as the the questioner. So if they ask us to demonstrate, only demonstrate. And then while instruction, when we are asked to give instruction, we can probably close our eyes and imagine and then instruct step by step, because if we open our eyes and then we try to imagine, it's a bit difficult. So that's what I realized. Even though I know the steps, sometimes it get confused. That is one thing. And then regarding the this benefits and contraindications, so the way I felt is like, though I know certain things or I remember certain things, but at that moment I couldn't explain because I was a bit nervous that I may forget. So what we can do, I think it's better to remember only important contraindications and then important benefits, so that only through our 2 or 3 app points, that's all. So I think that something I missed. And when we do pranayama, I think again the camera angle comes into play, where we have to show our feet and everything. So I think if we keep it on the floor, again that would be beneficiary. And then when if the questioner asks to choose to go with Viva questions, I think we should probably stick with the apt answer that you have already informed. We should stick. We should be giving only the apt answers instead of blabbering. If we don't remember, I think it is appropriate to say I don't remember at this moment. I don't recollect at this moment, instead of blabbering and remembering. Try to remember, because there are times even if we don't know, even if we know, but at that moment because of nervousness we don't remember. That's what happened for me for the few of the questions. That is all, sir.
That's very good, Vimal. From your point of view, I appreciate you observed that you yourself felt the nervous. I didn't expected that. See, this is just a practical demo
Sorry,
exam
actually,
itself.
truthfully speaking, I was thinking I would be only demonstrating. I was not preparing for the. I thought I was not knowing that I would be straightly giving the exam. I was just. I thought you will be asking me to demonstrate, and then I will be demonstrating. But not that I was aware that I would be giving exam straight away.
No, but anyway, that is a good experience for you. So, how many times you are drinking the water? I was counting. That is very good. But anyway, this is a very good. Now here, demand is coming from the YouTube viewers. They says we want to know the score from the audience for these 2 participants. I request just 3-4 people. I will name them, and you give the score. Now, first we will look at the score of the Vimal Raj and give your feedback. Now we are all equal here. So now I request Jnana Prakash. give the score of the Vimal Raj and give the feedback as an observer. And these observations are very useful for every one of us. Hey, not giving in the chat box. Come on, unmute and talk and tell the feedback. What is the typing? So you want me to read?
No. So being very honest, he was very calm and poised. Yeah, he was nervous, but the fact was that the way he was doing the asana with his 100%, what he was knowing, whatever he was knowing, he did it very perfectly. And wherever he was like he did not know, he clearly mentioned that he does not know. So overall, I would say it's 80 marks to him. Very good.
So what is the score you gave to him?
80 out of 100.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, Vimal Raj.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, I request Pramod Soni ji on Vimal Raj. Our Pramod Soni ji is also accepted for to be demonstrator, but I am so sorry because of the time. I thought of the taking 3.
No, it's okay. I think, can you hear me, sir?
Thank you so much. Please give your feedback on the Vimal Raj.
I think he was confident. That was first observation. When he started, he was very confident, and I think he was also following all the instructions as you were asking him to. So overall, the demonstration skills were very good. That is, I think I would say, I would rate him, if I rate him from demonstration perspective, it will be at 8.5 out of 10. And then the knowledge part was also very good. I think it showed that he has experience and he has been doing asanas. I think that was also very obvious from the way he was explaining. So I would probably give 8 out of 10 on the knowledge part also.
Okay, thank you. Now I request the last person to give the feedback and score on Vimal Raj, Minu Sachar.
Yes, sir. Namaskar. I think it was really great, Vimal. And we could see that you know the concept, you know the asanas, you know how to perform. And it's bound to be nervous for all of us, I believe. Your concepts were clear, you were listening to the instructions, and you were still calm and poised. So I think it was very good. And I would also give you around 8 to 8.5 out of 10.
I would also give, means you are not given any score while he is doing.
No, I have it, but I was just looking at it and just thinking that 8 to 8.5 would be great because it was a great effort.
Thank you. Actually, I was also a bit surprised. All of a sudden, sir asked me to do the exam directly. Sir, thanks for the opportunity, sir. Anyway.
Okay, wonderful. Now I request the score of Vijay Ramchandran ji from Chitra Ramchandran ji.
Well, I think he was really, really cool. I really liked the way he had arranged the preparedness perspective. I would have given him anywhere between 85 and 90.
Don't give me. I would have been given means you have not done the score while doing. Come on.
85, sir.
Show me your score. I don't believe you.
No, what I meant to say is if I'm given a chance as an examiner, I would give him.
No,
That's
I
what
already given the chance to you. I told everyone to be, you all are the examiners. Come on.
Absolutely, sir. 85, sir.
85. Okay.
Thank you.
So what are the suggestions you want to give it to Vijay ji?
Little more perfections in some asanas, I felt. The starting and ending. And a little more slowness, steadiness is what I observed, at least in the demonstration part.
Okay. So, right. Next, I request Balu Ganeshan ji.
Yeah, Vijay, I was observing you as an examiner. So the very first impression you gave was you are having the perfect yoga discipline to hear to the questions and answer to the questions properly. And the way in which you demonstrated the entire yoga postures and the knowledge sessions are also absolutely appreciable. I will give you 90 out of 100. Congratulations.
So why he is missing the 10 marks? Please explain to us.
In some of the knowledge part, I was listening. When the question was asked, you are not able to answer it immediately, and you have started thinking inwards. Maybe you are not prepared at that time, as it was arranged suddenly. So maybe we will have one more week that will give you more time to add 100% to your knowledge. That will be my observation.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Now I request Sesha Sai ji to give the feedback on Vijay ji.
Thank you, Srinivas ji. I have followed Vijay's session completely, and then the discipline of arranging the computer and performing the asana was nice. And then I have observed one good thing where the intelligent guesses will become the answers. That's nice, Vijay. I have given even 90, around 100 for Vijay. And then with the asanas, I have observed even a bit of jerks that can be improved with the practice. I'm okay with that.
Okay, thank you. So what is a score you said?
90 out of 100, Srinivas.
90 out of the 100. That's a wonderful. So thank you, Vijay and Vimal Raj. Is a very good beginning for you. Both of you scored. One is 80 to 85. Another one is straight away 90. So it's a very good. So please go through the syllabus, whatever is given to you, and try to do your level best. Be with a positive attitude and make your intentions very clear and pure, and you enter into the examination hall with the confidence that you are cleared the exam, because even examiners also will consider you that you scored the 100 marks the moment when you enter into the examination hall. So with that attitude, please go ahead, go forward, and don't stop the yoga sadhana here itself. Please continue even after your exam also. You can continue your studies, because yoga is a way of life. Yoga is not that how long you stand on the asana is not the yoga. It is a way of life. Let this yoga can reflect in our life, in our attitudes, in our behavior, in our workplace, in our family, in our relations, everywhere. Expressing the anger is different. Getting the angry is different. You may express the anger. It is necessary in your workplace.